This week we whip out our Weng Weng as we discuss the 1981 Filipino exploitation film For Yur Height Only. Hello and welcome to the Bloody Bits Horror Show. I am your host, Eddie, the Axe Jefferson, and joining me as always, Mr. Gigantic himself, Tim Yobo. How are you doing today, good sir?
I'm doing very good. I'm sorry for being late, but people who listen to this, they don't know I was late, so yeah, I was on time.
There's no such thing as late in the podcasting world unless you're waiting on Tim Yobo for half an hour because...
Well, unless you start a movie podcast like now instead of 10 years ago. Yeah.
He got too high.
Time flies when you're high.
Because I got high.
Ever the consummate professional, Tim Yobo. And Tim, we are not alone on this journey. No, we are joined once again by the second shortest person we're going to be talking about today. It's Candice.
Hey, everybody. I'm sorry. I got to sound like Weng Weng.
Dubs in this movie are incredible.
Oh, man. We'll
I see the problem.
We'll get to the dubs in a minute. But, folks, we are being joined once more by longtime friend of the show, host of the Moustachioed Podcastio, Mr. Daniel Segura. How are you doing today, good sir?
What is up? It's fiesta time here in San Antonio, so we are fucking rocking out in this bitch. And I'm so happy to be watching a Filipino-made film. They're the Mexicans of Asians, and I'm happy to talk about the movie.
I really like this energy you're bringing. You're not depressed anymore.
Well, I know that was before we started recording. This is called being on Candice. Unlike y'all, I'm an entertainer. I'm not just the same person.
Right. I think Daniel was hanging out down by the playgrounds and he found a loaf of bread. Because, man, you're on fire today, buddy.
Thank you. I'm just trying to keep the listeners on as long as possible. You got to stick around for all 3 hours, baby.
You're damn right. So, folks,
and the sick maker all rolled into one guest.
So, folks, we are here in the middle of fake pro.
I still say April Fools.
April Fools works. And
I
I suppose this is not really a ripoff, but we're calling it a ripoff.
It's a ripoff.
It's a total ripoff. What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, maybe in title, in the fact that he's called Agent 00 instead of 007.
Like that doesn't make it a ripoff?
That's literally the only connection it has.
And the music? And the fact that he beds all these women?
Oh.
Well, I mean, that's just because he's hot.
He just left so many confused women in his trail throughout this movie. They're like, wait a second.
Oh, dude, Tim. Wait
when he sexually assaults someone?
Wait till you hear about the actual actor. Holy shit.
Oh, was he
I bet he was a pussy hound because he was so close.
Tim, you have no fucking idea, dude. This dude was laying it down. But before we begin, before we get to all of that, folks, Candice.
Yep.
I gotta ask, what have you been consuming?
Okay, there's 3 things I want to talk about.
A lot of food.
God.
Lasagna.
I'm going to get a drink.
Chicken nuggets.
Okay, first, relatively short. If you follow me on Twitter,
yeah.
You've seen me. Shut up. You've seen me rave about this. The Deep by Nick Cutter. First 3/4 of the book was good, but it was psychological horror, and I was like, not really my thing, so I'm not really enjoying it a whole bunch. Then this last quarter of the book happens, and it is brain-shittingly insane. Like, the shit that was going down in this book, I can't it's like, it would just get worse and worse and worse and worse, and I'm like, it cannot possibly get any fucking worse than this, and then it gets even worse. And, like, the imagery is so vivid, it was amazing. Like, the last quarter of that book is a masterclass in terror. It was fucking great.
Okay.
But
sounds cool.
speaking of master classes in terror, it was fucking great. I made my husband watch Barbarian. And for those who don't know, my husband does not really care for horror movies. Most of the time, he straight up does not like them.
Also, he doesn't like you.
Yeah, that too, because, and I told him I was going to talk about this, so he wanted me to make some disclaimers here.
Oh no.
That you don't live with me, so you don't know me, but I don't know if you know this or not, but I get very passionate about movies that I love.
Really?
No.
And possibly if someone doesn't love the same movie that I do, I might get a little worked up about it.
You might be haranguing your husband for a fucking week. Okay.
So, and I was like, all right, I'm not going to do it this time. I promise. I swear.
Mm-hmm.
He sits down and watches it. Now, my husband loves Whitest Kid You Know.
Yeah.
And he loves horror comedies.
Okay.
And I was like, well, this he's going to latch onto the comedy in this.
Right.
I was like, it's kind of slow in the beginning, but once it hits, he's going to love this because he's going to love all the swerves it takes. He hated it.
Oh my God. Really?
He hated Barbarian. He said by the time the swerve happens with Justin Long, he was so checked out mentally that he was just bored.
Wow.
Yeah, he absolutely despised it. He didn't think it was funny. He thought
it was funny with the fucking measuring tape.
Yeah.
He that got a chuckle, but that was it. Like he just did not care. And he said that Richard Brake was wasted in Barbarian.
Okay, that's a statement one could make.
And he was like, he called, and he actually did it while we were watching the movie. He called every twist in that movie. He called it before it happened.
Yeah, you know, Candice, you know what? I'm going to say your husband cheated on you. Because he went on the internet before. He found out what all the shit was in the movie. He's like, you know how I'm going to ruin this bitch's day? Oh, you know what? I bet there's some big old titty woman living down there in the fucking basement during the whole movie, right?
He said that he immediately knew it was a man in a bodysuit, and so it ruined it for him. He was completely taken out of it. He did not.
So he wanted a real actress to do that.
We all can't have an imagination, you know.
Yeah.
It just dies when we turn 12.
I could not believe how he did say that it's not a bad movie. He said he can see why people like it. He just absolutely hated how boring it was in the beginning, and it was too boring for too long, and he couldn't get back into it after that.
You know, in the X-Men, if people touch Rogue, she saps their life force out of them.
Yeah.
Your husband seems like that, but with joy.
It's not that bad. But speaking of, and this is the third thing that I was saving for the podcast. It's not a recommendation. Remember me telling you about that 20-year-old dude at the gas station?
Oh, the one you tried to fuck?
Oh,
no, I did not he tried to fuck me.
Okay.
I was the victim.
Desperate call for desperate measures.
I was giving my husband a hard time about it, and I was like, well, if you don't watch this movie, I'm going to go hit up the guy at Casey's.
Oh,
and he goes, why? You're not his cousin.
And so the guy fucks his cousin. Nice.
Yeah, he does. His baby mama is his cousin.
Whoa, wait a minute. Like blood?
Yes.
Whoa. Wait a minute.
The gas station guy or your husband?
The gas station guy.
Stupid.
Or your husband, Tim. Okay, so this guy's fucking his cousin, and he smells like, hey, genetic diversity.
Yeah, I was like, what? I thought he was just making an idle joke, and he goes, oh, you didn't know that? Everyone knows that.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening?
Because we know each other's families. His mom is my sister-in-law's best friend. His mom watches my kids. That's how he knows me.
Yeah, I forgot you live down in nowhere.
Yeah, that's what it is.
He was, and so like everybody knows everybody, and he's like, yeah, I thought you knew that. I was like, what? No, I didn't know that. I would remember that if someone told me it.
Yeah.
That stands out in your memory, yeah.
That seems like one of those things that's like a primary trait you remember for somebody rather than
no,
a secondary.
it could be so common in Candice's world that doesn't even make memory anymore. It's just like,
that's fair.
Okay. I assumed.
I was like, I gotta put on the podcast how hard I got owned. Because I was like, I'm hot shit. There's a younger man who's into me. My husband's like,
now,
yeah, he fucks his cousin.
To be fair, though, have you seen his cousin?
That's
no,
true.
I have not.
She could
Not
be a
all
dime
cousins
piece.
are created equal.
That's fair, yeah.
It'd be funny if they look exactly the same.
Oh, man. She just looks like you.
But I had said to save that for the podcast because I thought you guys were just going to have a great time with it.
More fun down in fucking Missouri.
Only lasted a couple of weeks.
Oh, man. Well, that's fun there, Candice. Thanks for that. Tim, what about you, buddy? What have you been consuming?
Not too much. Been a little bit busy this week getting high.
So, just weed.
I went to my dispensary. I picked up half an ounce of the small buds for $140.
Okay.
And let me tell you, these places are getting smarter because right there at the top of them, they had little signs where you can get half grams for $10, including the tax. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it, why not? So I'm going to be smoking some of that right now.
Half grams for $10?
Yeah.
Damn, that's cheap.
Papa Smurf. Candice, this used to be a fucking nickel bag when I started out, and you used to be able to get 3 joints out of it. This is like maybe 3 fucking pulls on my pipe, and it's gone.
Yeah, but Tim, the shit that you guys used to smoke, somebody was like growing it out of the side of a trash can in the woods.
Yeah, still, I don't know.
You got more, but
soon that's going to be. I sent you the guys the QR code that they gave me, right? Where I got like a fucking 8-page chemistry report on this fucking weed.
Yeah,
the moisture level, the fucking foreign material in it. Like what?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Quit with the weird moisture level and the fucking all the weird genetic rundowns of it. Just show us how fucked it's going to get us.
Yeah, the only thing I care about is how high will this get me.
Exactly.
I think what it is, because it's a new thing for a lot of people, so people went, I got knowledge about what it is.
People are trying to be like the craft beers people of weed. Yeah, this is my craft weed.
Well, that's exactly what y'all are with film.
No.
So I don't know why y'all are so mad about it.
Daniel, I don't know how many episodes you listen to, buddy.
Well,
we don't really.
Well, I am.
Candice,
I was speaking to Candice, not to you.
Gotcha.
When I say you guys, I mean Candice.
Yeah, I just didn't want to just dump on her. But
gotcha.
But it's where it belongs.
It tastes pretty damn good.
So what about you, Daniel? What have you been consuming?
Whiskey, and also I decided to start on The Last of Us. I wasn't sure if I was going to actually watch it. I just haven't been in the mood for dystopian film. Yeah. I actually like dystopian films and shows. So I decided to jump in on that, and I just finished episode 3, so that put me in a great mood.
Oh, nice. Jesus.
What happened in
That's
episode
the one with the
3?
Brothers, right?
Oh, is it?
That's the one with the gay couple.
Oh,
that's maybe the best episode of the whole fucking series, mate.
Well,
where Candice comes from, they just call gay couples brothers.
Yeah.
You assume they were brothers.
So the confusion happens. Yep. And your wife is your cousin.
Right, yeah. So that's
Candice, did you meet your significant other by getting him to get in a trap and he fell in a hole?
Candice was in the hole.
My husband likes to say, since we got married in North Carolina, we had to show proof that we were related to get married. That's how we got the license. Like, you have to prove that you are related.
You guys had to come in with your 22 and me?
Yeah.
When you said 22, I thought you meant rifle.
No, Tim, that was a double joke, was what that was. All right, so the whiskey and depression, that sounds like a lot of fucking fun, Daniel.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Well, maybe we'll put a smile on your face.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I've been consuming bad horror movies on the blood bank.
Fun.
The most recent one I watched was The Stationary Bike, which is one of the fucking...
Is it superpowered that it comes off the tread?
No, I have no fucking idea. Basically, this fat dude goes to his doctor, and his doctor is like, says, all right, open up and say oink. And the guy's like, that's rude or whatever. And the doctor's like, yeah, well, you're fat and you're going to die, so you should, like, exercise. So the guy's walking home, and he sees a dude with, like, flyers, the little, like, tear the number off flyers.
Yeah.
And the guy's selling a stationary bike for $40.
Still too much.
But this guy's running around with this all these flyers, stapling them up all over town for a $40 bike.
Okay.
Like, what's your life worth, man? What's your time worth? You know. So
well,
anyway,
if you're sitting at home doing nothing, $40 for 10 hours work is better than nothing, right?
Fair, yeah. So he gets the stationary bike, then he starts using it, and then like passing out and hallucinating, and it's fucking stupid. Then the
wakes up, his ass hurts.
It's one of the worst. Yeah, it's one of the worst fucking horror movies I've seen in a long time.
What
look
about it is horror?
Well, he starts in his passing out hallucinations. He sees construction workers killed.
That's so fucking. I hate it when the best scenes are dream sequences. That's cheap.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's bad writing. And then also, he loses a bunch of weight too because of the stationary bike and the passing out. Yeah. Then he becomes a human that we care about. He's no longer a fucking weird troll creature. Hey everybody, Eddie here. Just wanted to let you know we had a little technical difficulty, so here we are, returning back to your regularly scheduled program. And we're back. Okay, so stationary bike. So all that bullshit happens because the doctor's telling him, like, well, you have to think of your organs inside of your body like construction workers, and they're there trying to fix things up, but you keep throwing garbage into it, right? Then on the way home, he sees construction workers, and one of them has lipids written on the helmet.
What?
And I'm like, what the fuck? What idiot wrote this shit?
How about what idiot is watching this?
Shut up, Tim. So I go and I check it out on Internet Movie Database. You know who wrote it? Stephen King.
No.
What?
Yes.
What?
You know what?
That
sounds like it could be a
Stephen
King short story. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there
he
you
loves
go.
Writing about people obsessed with shit. Yeah. So
thanks a lot, fucking Stephen King, yet again. Shit the bed. Way to go.
Yeah, shit that gold bed that sits
Hope
on
he gets hit by a car
tons
again.
of money.
Yeah. I hope a big dog bites him and then he runs away from it, gets hit by a car. Okay. So I chose Weng Weng this week because I've been needing to cover Weng Weng in some way, shape, or form for the past 15 years. So I'm going to go around the room here real quickly, though, first. Tim, I feel like you're probably pretty tuned into the degeneracy of the internet. Is this your first experience with Weng Weng?
Watching the whole movie, yeah.
Okay, what's your history with Weng Weng?
The only thing, to be honest with you, the only thing is I know him because the Grime Bin did an episode like 5 or 6 years ago. So that's how I know
that
this
makes
movie.
me feel so old.
Well, you are.
Because I remember, because I was like, why are we covering this? The Grind Bin already did.
Yeah, like 6 years ago, and that's a different podcast, dummy.
I mean, that's fair. But then when you said it was like 6
rule.
years ago, I was like, oh, fuck. And I was like, is the Grind Bin like The Simpsons? And they'll have done everything, and we're like the South Park? And like we have some crossovers, but we're kind of the shit version.
But largely better, and then Grime Bin sucks after the 4th season. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Once they started getting too many guests on, the show went downhill for some.
Yeah. Once we
Especially
had too many
that one
guests,
dude.
Daniel. So, what about you, buddy? What's your history with Weng Weng, Daniel?
Same, exactly the same. I first saw one of his films. I'm not sure. I guess it was this one, and then I've seen another one, at least part of it, but this was all 5 years ago. So
Was it one of his short films?
Yeah, it was one of his
Tim.
actually shorter films. Yeah, it was 2 minutes.
Why, Candice? You had that loaded up, didn't you?
It was 2 minutes and 9 inches long. But no, I do remember kind of being incredibly like, I don't know. It just feels like this is from a different dimension or something, like when I'm watching it. But anyway, yeah, that's my experience.
So
it was
like,
nice to revisit the Wang.
So this is like on Rick and Morty when they tune into the internet or the fucking interdimensional cable. Yeah.
This would be perfect to just cut this any clip, the under the shrub fight scene, anything. You could really, it'd be perfect for that kind of
scene.
Yeah.
So
diving from the staircase, any of it.
Yeah, the umbrella.
The umbrella.
Yeah. So my history with Weng Weng is years ago. Somebody made some fucking rap video to a bunch of the clips from his movies. And I saw that and I immediately, it piqued my interest, right? So I was like, what the fuck is going on with this dude? So Weng Weng, for those of you who don't know, is a Filipino actor who was only 2'9". He was a primordial dwarf, born in Manila. I think he did 13 movies. And I wonder with like the titles here, like The Best in the West, or Your Height Only is Y''UR.
Because they have attitude. They're cool. They're hip.
Yeah, but this was back in 1981.
Weng Weng is da bomb.
Yeah. So they just decided to make this dude an action star.
Come on, you got it. If you see this guy, you got to do something. Put him in
Okay,
movie
I just
stuff,
have one
right?
question.
Yeah.
Did he do his own stunts or did he have a body double?
He had to do. I had the same. Candice, I kept wondering the same thing every time. And I was like, "There's no way there's a body double unless they're going to get a
There's
kid."
no way.
And I'm like,
Exactly.
"It's the Philippines. It's Manila.
There's a little
it's
scene where
Marcos."
I think it was a kid. There's a one that at the very beginning they show him coming down a building, and he's kind of coming off like a just working
He's
his way down to the
jumping off
ground.
roofs.
Yeah, and there's a scene. There's one little clip where it looks like it might not be him, and they don't show
I know
his
what
face.
dummies used.
Oh yeah,
No, but-
that for sure. But for the most part, like I feel like he did most of that stuff,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
kind of impressive.
In any scene that he wasn't in for the stunts, they just took a sack of flour and they put a shirt on it and
They
fucking
put some
tossed it.
Raggedy Andy legs on it.
Yeah.
Like tossed it.
And a bowl of wigs.
Looks fucking terrible. I'm not going to get into any of the actors or the production or anything.
we don't
from
know who
this
they are.
shit.
That's what you don't know.
Listen to the Grind Bin
Because-
episode.
I looked up
No.
one of them.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
Oh, yeah. Are you talking about the reporter, Tim?
No, not the reporter. The sex bomb. The mole. The rat.
Oh, okay. Irma.
Yeah,
Irma.
Irma.
he can fight too.
Hey, Irma.
So somebody did a documentary about, what was it, Finding Weng Weng back in I think
Just looked out.
2006 or
Good luck.
2007.
Meet
It's like a
his-
needle in a haystack. He
Meet
could be
his
anywhere.
son, Lil Wang.
It turns out he was dead. So,
No.
They found his grave.
yeah, a very tiny grave they found for him.
It was a shoebox.
Oh my God. And so, yeah, but this is the first time I watched the movie, like you guys said, all the way through.
Yeah.
And it's like a fever dream of a movie. It's fucking insanity.
I
There's
saw it with
almost
my
zero
mom, by
plot
the way.
That makes any sense. It's
Wait,
just
what?
I saw it because I just saw it today because I had watched half of it a couple of nights ago and I fell asleep and I really wasn't having fun. And I was like, you know what? This would be kind of funny to show my mom because my mom's here. And I was like, hey, do you feel like watching this action movie? It's about this. It's like James Bond, but he's really little. And she right away is like, oh, like that Peter Dinklage. And I'm like, just like him. Yeah, Mom. Just
You're
like
like-
him.
Yes.
So I
if
tossed it
there was
on.
a remake, he could play him.
Yeah, true.
The American remake?
It might require some brown face, which I'm worried about. But so I throw it on, and I've never seen my mom laugh so hard in my life. I even took video because I could not believe how hard she was laughing. And I'll cut in
Awesome.
little comments she made
Oh,
when we
thank
get
you.
to certain scenes because I couldn't. It was so good.
Thank you so much. I have to check out his westerns. Because he did 2 westerns, and I imagine they're the fucking best. Holy shit,
Really
man!
gotta
Oh,
So-
could you imagine him on a horse?
No,
I mean,
he
I'm
got
sure
him
they
on
got
a little
like a-
Shetland pony. Guaranteed.
Right. They probably got a dog that they
I
got
don't
him
know.
right.
Baby
A
donkey.
donkey.
Yeah.
Come on.
So I did some digging for our buddy Weng Weng here, and I actually found a clip of an interview with him from back in the day, talking about, because we were joking a little bit earlier about this dude laying pipe. Apparently, he was a little bit of a Lothario.
Oh,
Okay,
little Thario.
Here's
All
a
those
little.
short famous people laid it down. Fucking Hervé Villachez, man.
Right? Everybody wants to give it a shot, Tim. Figure out what it's like to ride the smallest ride. But anyhow,
Legal. That's what it is, right?
so here's a clip, and it's, of course, dubbed because he didn't speak English. But here's a little clip from that interview.
I don't trust this.
May mga 175 languages sa Pilipinas.
One of the things that people don't say is that the term knee-deep in pussy is to people of regular height. When you are small like me, sometimes the pussy is up to your neck.
Sa mga kabundukan sa Pilipinas.
So, see, it's not really that easy to be like a sex idol.
Your life is in danger. You could drown at any moment.
That guy could literally drown in pussy, Tim. What do you think of that?
That's a way to go, huh?
What a way to go. So, oh, God damn it. So, yeah, I just had to cover this fucking shit because, oh, my God. So, yeah, let's start this fucking movie because, goddamn. Now, I just have it starts with him jumping between buildings, and then just this doctor dude gets shanghaied in fucking broad daylight. We cut to like the big bad guy's lair where he switches on
the Infinity Mirror.
What's that?
Mr. Giant.
The Infinity Mirror.
Yeah, so they use an infinity mirror, sort of like a Snow White situation, to talk to the bad guy.
I thought Infinity Mirrors was something new, but I was wrong.
No, the problem is it's like time travel. Once you invent it, Tim, it goes back in time from that point that you've invented it back.
Mm-hmm.
That's how infinity works. So, no, so he's fucking radioing it, and I guess because he wants the doctor to make them an N-bomb.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
my God.
Whoa.
I have written down, did he just say N-bomb?
I said I could drop N-bombs, no problem. He's breathing.
I don't know.
No, that's something that wasn't invented yet. The N-bomb wasn't invented at that time.
Yeah, the 80s, there were
Back
no
then
N-bombs.
they just said it.
Yeah, it was
right,
more like the
yeah.
Saturday night special. It was anybody could get one.
Oh, man. But I guess, like, forget that, because then we just cut to the bad guys having this roundtable meeting, and we were talking about the ADR. Now,
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
there are
voices.
some characters.
There are
Got
some
a variety
choices.
of voices. A variety of choices.
I have a
Daniel-
couple celebrities that I recognize somebody doing an imitation of.
one guy was
Peter
doing...
Lorre.
Yes. Okay, so there's a Peter Lorre, there's a Humphrey Bogart.
There's a
I thought.
Frito Bandito in there for sure.
Oh, wait, Daniel, are you talking about...
Where is he, boss? And where's this Mr. Giant? Mr. Giant. I'd like to meet him. I mean, it's about time, ain't it?
I like to meet him.
Paco.
Paco, apparently
Yeah,
played
Paco.
by Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah. Dude, look up Frito Bandito. It sounds even more like Speedy Gonzalez is even like you got to add a little more alcohol to it,
Oh,
you know.
okay.
And
Yeah,
that
but
there you go. That's
Bandito has
Paco.
guns, so he's scarier than Speedy.
So
true.
then there's this guy that's the leader that we see the whole time. What was the guy's fucking name? Mr.
There's so many
The white guy with the
bullets on-
fro,
Yeah.
kind of puffy hair.
Yes.
Oh shit! I thought he was like something with a K, maybe.
We'll call him
think it was
Kirkland.
Yeah, no. Kirkland, no.
No, Kirkland,
was
like
Kirk.
the Costco brand of everything.
Something with a
So
K.
Kirkland is all like, look, man, here's what we got to do. We got to exterminate everything that's good, and that's why we need the N-bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says the forces of good are our enemy. It's like, what?
And that-
What's
yeah,
the
that's a theme
forces
that
of
comes
good?
back
What is
many,
that?
many times.
We are bad, good enemy.
Yeah,
I mean,
we are
it's-
bad guys.
It's really some like 1980s WWF level storytelling. Like,
Yeah, you can watch this movie on mute, to be quite honest, and get just as much out of it because half
Yeah.
the dialogue is. Although, if you really want to laugh, it's worth
Oh,
hearing.
yeah,
some
the
of
dialogue makes it.
It
yeah,
is hilarious.
the dialogue is fucking nonsense. So now we cut to Weng
Oh, by the
Weng,
way,
right?
that character's name was actually Paco because I watched it.
Yeah.
After a while, I had to turn on the subtitles.
Yeah. Oh, the Frito Bandito guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel, turns out his name was Paco. So,
Cool.
you know.
Yeah,
Great.
we hadn't covered that yet.
Yeah. So Weng Weng, he prevents this hottie from getting shot.
Oh my god, the way that he like shoves her out of the way of danger.
Yeah. Well, he
You
happens to
she's
see
about to get shot. He basically holds the back of her legs while she walks.
I like how he just happens to see the shooter in a side mirror.
Yeah.
Like,
And apparently this happens to her once or twice a week. So
Yes.
she said
Oh
she
my
wouldn't be a hooker.
Yeah.
yeah.
She's like, hey, Mr. Gigantic or whatever. Fucking
Mr.
oh,
Giant.
and by the way, that joke will play off, folks. We'll get to it.
Let me
Mr.
tell you, I was really shocked because I thought that I was like, I really weren't expecting to go that way. I thought they were going to like be literal with it, just to really make it look fucking
That's
crazy.
what, I thought it was going to be like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is going to be.
That's what I said. Yeah, Game of Death.
That's what my mom was thinking too. She couldn't.
Yeah.
She was like, "I'm gonna have to watch this to the end. I got to find out who this Mr. Giant is." And she thought it was gonna be a basketball player.
Well,
So this
I
movie
mean-
did its job. It tricked us all. None of us saw this shit coming.
but to be fair, they might have gotten the world's tallest little person. So
He was like a foot taller than the other guy.
Yeah. Well, I think the type of dwarfism that
Yeah.
that Weng Weng has, they do tend to be like pretty tiny. Pretty
Yeah.
tiny.
So if
And
you've
little
ever,
people are like what, like almost 4 foot, almost or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's-
I don't know the average.
it's called primordial dwarf, and it's
Yeah.
that everything is like proportionate because you'll see some smaller people have different proportions.
Oh
with
yeah,
their-
like his head is so. When he's wearing regular human sunglasses, it's insane.
can we talk
like,
about his
I
haircut?
said regular human.
Well,
Oh, his hair.
I'm sorry.
oh, Daniel, I was waiting for it, buddy. I was waiting for the first person to drop it, but
Was it me?
yeah. So as a full disclosure here, my friends and I used to make up facts about Weng Weng back in the day.
What?
Fun.
And I was asking my wife if I should share some of them on the podcast, but she's like, yeah, dehumanizing the little person seems like a good idea. I'm like, yeah, that's fair. But Daniel, if you're going to kick open the
It was funny
floodgates,
back
pal.
then, right, Eddie?
Eddie was waiting for a reason to bring this up, an excuse.
No.
And then his
You
wife
gave
shot
it
him
to
down.
him.
No, you can't do the little people jokes.
It's not little people jokes. Okay, like for instance, this one's not specific to little people, but it's the fact that Weng Weng reproduces asexually. He has a cloaca, but that does open him up for the possibility of impregnation if he sits down in bus stalls or toilet seats.
I
is-
guess the stuff that you can't say anymore was funnier than that one.
I was gonna say, I was like, what the?
Yeah.
Well, no, these are biological facts about Weng Weng. They're not like jokes. They're just,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Okay,
I'm glad
cool.
we're learning here. We're all learning
I'll
together.
put on my thinking cap. For
We're all
your-
learning about Weng Weng.
Put this on NPR. Know your
And
Wang.
Today on Fresh Air, we're discussing a really small Filipino guy and making jokes about it.
We're making up facts about his biology.
Here's some lady now that's annoying. So
Cereal, but in the small box.
yeah, damn.
Sorry.
By the way, I've never seen anyone try to cover their bald spot or their like hairline that way, where he starts from way in the back
Okay.
of his head. He has like
So-
the Caesar haircut, but it starts like way the fuck in
Okay,
the back.
Thank
I was
you.
trying to figure out what was going on with his haircut. I'm like, there's something
Mhm.
off about it, and I
Yeah.
couldn't
Yes.
quite put my finger on it.
So
He's got a bald spot. He's got like the monk, the Friar Tuck hat thing
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah,
right?
he's got the fire tuck.
so we've got a combination of the friar tuck, a bowl cut, and a mullet.
Yep.
Yeah,
It
that
is
So-
about sums it up. Yeah.
intense. It is intense. And that hair is fine, like fair, like
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's
So
holding
it's like
on
the-
for dear life.
it's very scraggly.
He's got the friar bullet going on.
Yeah.
And it's just not a good look. I think that's why they gave him the hat, which we'll get to his gadgets
Yeah.
here
Well,
in
that
a minute.
hat is. Oh. Put the fucking middle blade under the rim so nobody can see it.
I like that, Tim. Fact checking, offering some design critique for his gear. So yeah, this motherfucker. Oh my god, he prevents her from getting shot. They go out and get a Coke, right? So he asks, he's like, hey, why are they trying to kill you? She's like, yeah, they were trying to pimp me out, and I told them no. So now they just shoot at me twice a week.
Yeah, and I'm like, they still haven't killed her. Like,
Yeah, I
why
mean-
why can't they finish the job? And then in the next scene, you see why they might
Yeah,
not
they're
be very good
terrible.
at aiming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
They're worse than stormtroopers almost, like these guys. It's rough. It's like I think, especially at the end scene, which we'll get to. But yeah, I've never seen such bad. They're the putty patrol. Jesus Christ!
Yeah. So now we cut to this building, and it looks like this level from Filipino Streets of Rage is going on here.
Oh,
So-
one dude's taking a dump off the edge.
Yeah, it's fair, he is. So Weng Weng, and we find out the chick's name is Lola. They go sneak in, right? And I've just got to, I put the note here that watching Weng Weng fight people is fantastic.
It's really good choreography.
It really is. Like, you see the hits connect and get reacted to.
But on the other hand, I just kept thinking to myself, this is the same thing. It's like if some 8-year-old kid who's a black belt in karate started a fight with me, I kick their fucking ass.
Yeah.
Really? I said that it looks like a child playing tag and the adults are just playing along pretending to be dead.
Yeah, it's like a Little Rascal scene.
I just keep having, I hope he is going to slide across the floor and shoot them.
One more time.
And his clothes stay so white. How does he do it?
Man.
He's got a great dry cleaners for sure. Like, yeah, I love like I'm a secret agent, but I really want to stick out wearing all white.
Yeah, and also I want to introduce myself as a Secret Agent 00.
To everybody I meet in case I get pussy.
You know what the double O's are, right? Those goddamn areolas.
Balls.
Oh,
Those areolas.
Yeah,
We gotta
holy
look at
shit,
later.
man.
Yeah,
I thought he had like
Daniel,
fucking an
thanks.
extra set of eyes.
Daniel, I have 2.5 pages of notes about his nipples.
I know. I ordered a pepperoni pizza right after I saw
Eddie,
that.
can you describe their color?
Oh, man. Yeah,
Let's see what detail
that
you
is my
put in.
area of expertise. I'm going to go mocha, I'm going to say.
Okay.
I'm going to say he's got a couple of mocha saucers floating
Go
around
Whopper.
on that little...
Hey,
got
have it your
two-
way.
He's got 2, I guess, 1/16 of a pounders on his fucking...
I was talking about the candy that you get at the movies, not a fucking burger, you fat asses.
Oh, like the
Whopper,
candy's that much
okay.
better.
Daniel,
Well,
you
you know.
should have went with Milk Duds.
I thought Whopper would be funny.
Whopper works.
Milk Duds is from, I'd be ripping off Kung Pao.
Fair.
Trying to keep it OG over here.
Yeah, he's got a couple of Whoppers stuck on his fucking little Cornish game hen body going on there.
It is an interesting bod.
Cornish game in.
I mean, look, man, I'm not trying to be mean here, but like,
We never see his legs, right?
he looked like he looked, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I had a quail the other day, and not too far from.
That's why I'm laughing so hard. Because you can
Not
see,
too
like,
far.
when you get the rotisserie chicken and you spread the arms apart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something.
Let's just say I was still hungry. Not a lot going on with that little quail.
Yeah, look, I'm getting a 2-piece out of this tops. I mean,
Real men don't eat quail.
Daddy wants the big piece of quail. Where is that? So, no, man. Weng Weng sneaks up into though they track the leader down to the hotel room, right? Where Weng Weng sneaks in and like rolls under the bed and shoots this fucking guy. That's the guy that sounds like Humphrey Bogart, too, by the way.
No, 'cause
Yeah,
there's
he
another
looks like
couple
every
guys. All right,
Mexican
then there's
uncle.
a couple of guys who sound like Humphrey Bogart. I also have one. Oh, one sounds like Lawrence Tierney from Reservoir Dogs. The one with the old man with the glasses, who's like the mid-level boss. Right before we get.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I
I
can
called
hear-
him
I can
Mexican
see
De
that.
Niro.
Mexican
Yeah, that
De
works
Niro.
also. Yeah,
Roberto De Niro.
Mexico De Niro in
Works.
Yeah.
Man. So then he goes to this office building to go have his little getting his James Bond gadgets scene.
This is
And it's
This
so
scene.
great.
Oh, the scene where he says absolutely not one fucking word
Zero.
I like that you're a man of
was
little
such a
words.
good bit.
Yeah.
They actually
I like that.
had
You're a good
They
listener.
had to write the line in to get why this guy isn't speaking.
Yeah. They explain it somehow. What do you
No,
think
this is a
happened?
good thing, audience. Trust us, because when you hear his voice too much, you're not going to
Yeah.
be happy.
Also, he's sitting in the world's squeakiest chair. Did anybody else notice that?
I love the
Like, just
adding
kept
the
squeaking
ADR
in the
of the
audio.
squeaky chair. Yes.
Yeah.
I noticed that
So
too.
him not speaking in this scene might actually go back to one of our fun facts about Weng Weng that we came up with. And that is that Weng Weng doesn't sleep. He hibernates for 1 minute every day, much like a hummingbird.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. You know, for half a second, I was high enough to be like, where's this going?
I think that's what was happening in this scene. So they give him a pendant, and he's all like, okay. So the broad that we snuck in there, by the way, their word broad, not mine, for the first time. The broad we snuck in there, who's working undercover for us, she's got a matching pendant.
The only other one with it, yeah.
Yeah, so if she clicks her pendant, then yours blinks.
And makes a beeping sound that everybody can hear on both
super
ends.
Smart.
Yeah,
It's like
great
a pager.
idea. If you want to be a secret agent, you loud blinking, fucking beeping necklaces. That's a great idea.
By the way, how come that prostitute was so good at fighting? She was awesome.
every woman.
Maybe that's why they haven't been able to kill her.
That's right. She wasn't an adult sex worker. They wanted her to be one. They wanted her to be a sex worker.
Yeah.
She wanted to be independent, though.
So she was an instructor. She was a martial arts instructor before when they found her.
Female self-defense is what she teaches.
Yeah.
And their plan was to
That's
shoot
good
at her.
advertisement, right? Every day somebody shoots at me once or twice, and here I am teaching the class, right?
There you go. That's why she survived all these weeks.
My
Makes
personal
sense.
favorite out of all the gadgets was the golden ring that would detect poison.
Love it.
But we made it out of gold because we couldn't afford platinum because it's too expensive. We got a budget.
And he says that a couple times, tight budget here. We're working with what we got, guy.
Yeah, I love discount James Bond.
And the way he's saying it, he's just flat effect.
Yeah.
He's just sounds so bored with everything that he's saying.
Love it.
The best is when he gets to the hat, though, and he's like, look, I fucking know it looks like shit, okay?
No, he says, I know it's a dopey looking hat. It's
Yeah.
the actual line that we're heroes.
I know it
now
looks like
gonna
you're
be
going
wearing.
to like a horse race derby.
Yeah, they
or
tried
something.
really hard not to cuss in this movie.
Yeah, I know it looks like you're going to the baseball game to fill in your own scorecard while you're fucking wearing this hat.
I know he looks like you're going to join a little tiny quartet, but barbershop quartet. But
Eddie, describe what the hat looks like. What's the special thing about this hat besides looking like it's going to a horse race? Yeah.
Tim, it looks like you're going to repost QAnon garbage on Facebook. That's what the hat looks like. No, it's like a Dixie. I just have the word Dixie written down. It's a Dixie Derby hat
with an iron rim around the top.
With an
of it
iron rim.
That's Odd Job.
yeah, it's a parody.
No, it's Kung Lao. He's the tiniest Kung Lao in fucking history.
But like I said, the thing that just annoyed me is that you can see the iron part of the hat because it's on the top of the brim of the hat instead of putting it under the brim of the hat on the shortest motherfucker in the world. Nobody's going to see it.
Someone needs to make a mod for Mortal Kombat where you could play as
Weng Weng.
Yeah, but it's Weng Weng is the model. Yeah,
I'm down.
Oh, there's also somebody in this movie. One of the bosses' name is Cobra, right?
Was it Cobra?
Yeah,
No.
there was a Cobra.
One of them was
I remember
Cobra.
someone talking about it.
There was I think Cobra, Baldo, Mr.
Baldo,
Tattoo.
Tattoo. The doctor's name is Dr. Kohler. A lot of interesting stuff going on.
Paco,
Yeah.
lest we forget.
Paco, can't forget Paco. So then he's like, okay. Oh, and by the way, the hat, it's radio controlled by your ring. So you can throw this hat and then fly it around like a UFO.
And sit on it. Make a TikTok.
Wouldn't that be a great scene if that's how he got away?
Oh, God, if he flies away on it.
Yeah.
He gets pretty close to that.
Yeah, he'd get shot down by Space Force if he went flying around on that nowadays. He gives him a pen. The pen, I guess, is just a blowgun.
The pen that doesn't write because, again, nothing's perfect.
Budget.
Inside budget.
Yeah.
Can't put ink in this thing.
They give him this horrible-looking bat utility belt.
Oof, that thing is rough.
And I spaced out. I don't know what it does.
Okay, good. Very professional.
You're welcome. And then he goes, but here's your favorite thing. Here's what you were waiting for. And he just hands him
in the Philippines, getting ready.
just hands him glasses. And he's like, you know what to do with that, Weng Weng.
And he's like, all right.
Yeah. So he walks
How do
out.
these things work? I don't understand.
I'm just like, glasses, what? Then he just walks out, immediately puts it on and looks at the dude's secretaries and their x-ray glasses. So now they're just naked.
Yeah, even my mom at this part, she goes, he can only see their shoulders. Who cares?
Yeah, what the fuck's the point of that?
I would have been like, "Excuse me, can you point me to the bathroom?" Something.
Yeah, can you turn around and pick that up, ma'am? I dropped my gold ring. Yeah, I dropped my
Yeah,
pen.
because you can't. He doesn't X-ray through the desks, the
tables.
files on the desks. But
Yeah,
somehow
that's
the
true.
clothes behind it, he can.
Yeah, yet when he uses them later, it's that he can see through
Right, yeah, 'cause it goes
physical
through-
objects as well.
Yeah, when we see all the naked
with the three
dudes.
naked dudes. I'm like,
Yes.
what?
Who he only shoots 2 of them, by the way. I only heard 2 bullets, and I only saw 2 people. I was like, there were 3.
Well, sometimes the ADR for the bullets doesn't work.
It
So-
just doesn't quite pipe in.
yeah.
I got it.
So he's like, all right, cool. Well, later. And he just heads off and he goes to the tetanus circus.
And he does like a lot of little chiflao faces, like like.
Oh, yeah,
I'm so naughty.
Sometimes it's just chuckles.
Yeah, he's got little chuckles and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
really the only time he acts, because if he's not acting kind of like cutesy wootsy, he's making the most dead, serious, dead fucking face I've ever seen in my life. It
and
is amazing.
the voice actor sounds like Toad from that Mario brother. You know what
a
I'm
little bit. Yeah, he does have a very. It sounds like a child, or like a little. Not a child, like a young gay man.
Yeah, but throw in a dash of creepy.
I was going to
Yeah.
go with Newsies from 1940s from the Brooklyn, but all right, Daniel.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he sounds like a young Christian Bell.
a young Tim Yobo. So
Right? Christian Bell made a movie about Newsies, right? Or by
He did.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
That was his
Okay,
first
cool.
movie, right?
I think it was called Newsies.
No, his was Empire of the Sun. I think that was his first film.
No, so he goes to the tetanus circus and he asks his buddy, the shirtless carnival ride operator. He's like, hey, buddy, you know where Mr. Giant is or whatever? The guy's like, oh, yeah, hold on. I'll give you some information. Nah, he gets his ass beat.
Hell
Then
yeah.
Weng Weng gets surrounded by a bunch of fucking dudes. But check this out. He jumps up on the Ferris wheel. Dude, this has got to be the most dangerous stunt in the movie. What the fuck was
when he
going
zip
on?
lines?
Yeah.
With the Ferris wheel? What
Yeah,
the
that's
fuck?
high up, dude. And that's a straight up, like, legit, he's on a zip line going down. And I was
Like
like,
on the
holy
ground underneath him with a pillow.
Yeah.
And he's got little baby hands. I'm like, I couldn't trust his grip strength. I couldn't believe he grabbed the bottle of Coke with
Yeah.
one hand.
That bottle of Coke, yeah, that looked crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
because again, the dude's 2
And it was
foot
a
9.
6-ounce bottle of Pepsi.
So he meets some broad just randomly at some diner and orders a Coke, right? He just waves to the guy, and the guy's like, oh, it's Weng Weng. I know, he wants a Coke. Dude brings him a Coke. Then this bitch poisons it with her lighter?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just
I don't think
pours
that's how
something right
lighters
into
work.
Yeah, I don't know what that. I don't know.
Because
It was supposed to be something.
Yeah, because she just holds a lighter over it and like strikes it. And I was wondering, is it like in the Philippines? Is it like a cultural, like they're afraid of like lighters over Cokes? You know, is it like the what do you call it, the fan death thing, where they're
What?
like, don't
Don't know.
you never heard of fan death, Tim?
I've heard of Fanta.
Nope, you got even me on that one. The
I
fan.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Hold on here, I can't be making this up.
No, you are.
Don't you wanna?
Well, he's looking at it. Yeah, it's a fan death.
Okay,
It's the
fan death
Nazis-
is an
it's the
urban
Nazi
myth
sodas.
that people have died as a result of an electric fan running in a closed room.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually did know that.
Oh, now we
That
remember.
makes
Fuck
sense.
you
Well,
all.
no, because you're talking about something real instead of not just fucking biological things that you and your friends came up while you were high and had nothing else to do.
Yeah, there's like a mysterious deaths around bot people that are found in a locked room with just a fan on and they're dead and no one knows why.
Well, yeah, maybe people in the
Oh,
Philippines.
the
were-
Phantom.
Ah.
Oh.
So maybe people in the Philippines were like doing flaming Dr. Peppers or something.
There
and
were a
somebody
bunch of air
died.
conditioners all over this movie. I didn't see. No, there is a fan in this movie.
Ah, okay.
It's one of
Yeah,
those
you're a
stand-up
fan.
fans that you can adjust the
I'm a
height
fan
to.
of it, yeah.
I noticed it
So-
right away.
But then he goes to drink the soda and his ring glows and he's like, damn it.
His
I thought he was
ring.
going to have to put the ring in the actual liquid. So this thing can go through glass. Can it go through ceramic if he has a coffee cup?
Well, yeah, this thing would just be going off constantly because fucking there's a lot of things you can't eat.
Yeah, like if he's in the cleaning aisle of a Walmart, that thing's going off.
Well, I'm wondering how strong is that
Sir,
ring?
could you shut your ring up? We're trying to shop here.
What is that, gold or platinum?
Oh, it's just gold. Oh, gross.
Sure.
The agency's on a budget.
They can only afford half of a spy.
Oh.
Now, can you lift me up to the fourth? I need that bleach for my suit.
Well, that's sliding, right?
Oh, man.
That's the joke, Tim.
So we go back to Mr. Gigantor, and apparently they've been baking drugs into loaves of bread.
Oh,
but
my
in the ADR, they say that it's money in the bread.
Well, no, there's dough in the dough, and then what's it? Because he goes like
He
there's
says
dough
like
in the
Crickety
dough.
Jackson motherfucking stacks or some bullshit. I forgot.
I have it written down. Lots of
Thank
dough
you.
in this dough. Butcher to baker to candlestick maker.
Yeah, butcher to
I
baker
rewound
to
it 3 times. I was like, what?
Me and my mom rewinded that like 4 times.
And how do you get drugs that you can cook inside this bread? Are they already? Because the loaves look like they're already cooked.
True,
not
they're
like they're cutting them in
enclosed.
half and putting the drugs in and they're like gluing them back together or some
Yeah, he's
shit.
got to
Right?
rip them open. That's a good point. What the fuck?
Maybe
Is
it's like really good saran wrap where it can handle a lot of heat.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
make
so
the dough, and while you're rolling it, then you work the drugs into the middle of it. Then you put it in the oven
Then you
for
put it in the
14
oven and
minutes at
bake 'em.
400
Yeah.
degrees.
I feel like we're going to need to ask Chef Robbie on this one. He might know
Yeah.
about.
Damn it. I was just with them the other weekend.
I don't think you have to. I'm betting it's not a good idea to cook your cocaine at 400 degrees in an oven inside bread.
Probably not good. Probably not good. It's going to be harder to break apart for sure. It's probably gets really like a
You
little stiff.
you think somebody was doing this? The bag ripped open, and that's how crack was invented. They're like, wait a minute,
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
wait,
it's not
these
no
are like
freebie.
little rocks now.
the bread ain't half
Let's
bad
call it
either.
breadcrumbs.
This bread's got me jolted, dude.
I don't know. I'm like addicted to this bread. I don't get
That's one thing that hasn't been caffeinated yet. Let's make fucking caffeine bread. It's just like nitro bread. Put this
Daniel.
up your ass.
it. What if we shove some fucking nicotine in the bread too?
Fuck yeah, dude. I'll take let me get a nicotine loaf and a nitro bread.
I'm down.
Thank you.
I'm down.
Helps balance me out.
And kids can buy bread, right? You don't need to be a certain age to buy
Well,
bread.
Tim, that's what he says. He says go to the fucking schools and
He
go to
makes-
the sandboxes.
They make a really big deal out of the fact that you really need to get the kids hooked on these drugs.
Yeah.
I think what it is, I think it's the time and where this movie's being made, that there are certain things that they have to like get into the movies or they can't do. Like the bad guys always have to be 100% evil and the good guys have to be 100% good.
fucking
And of course the
Reagan.
drug dealers aren't selling to the good people of our country. They're selling it to our kids and they're trying to get them hooked on it. So they got to be even more evil.
Oh.
Oh, well, you're probably right.
Is it
This movie
okay?
doesn't
Then
exactly have gray areas.
does that then justify the fact that Weng Weng throughout this movie kills, I believe, 250 people?
Woo! And definitely
You're
does a
you're
lot of
right.
things without consent. But
Yes.
Well,
You guys
I'm
want to hear
wondering-
I got my red letter joke.
Okay, let's hear
Okay,
it.
here we go. Weng Weng hates drug dealers so much because he can't get high.
I like it. I like it. Well, I did
so
hear
you already
like,
starts off in the gutter?
because of Wang Wang, the population actually went down in Manila because of all the balls that got hit.
Yeah, because he just keeps punching people in the nuts or ducking under their legs and kicking them in the ass. That's another big.
I got
A lot of
taint. I
up the
thought he was
taint
doing
shots.
the taint.
Yeah, it's all taint.
Yes.
Yeah, taint shots, man.
Oh man. So
Plus, at
yeah.
one point, doesn't he have knives come out of his shoes?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he's got some Ichi the
He's got
Killer
the-
shit.
So
He's
has
got
he
the
been
bat
doing
blades
this
from
whole
Batman.
time and we just
Right.
haven't seen it?
I feel like they were supposed to mention it in the gadget scene, and maybe they forgot. He's like, "I got these platform disco boots for you," and they got little
That
blades.
seems like
Can-
something
can-
you'd
can I
want
make
to
him
tell
platform?
him.
I gotta tell you, those little boots are adorable. When you were like
Oh
really
my god,
see them up
they're
close.
like 4 inches too. They're-
I was like, these are like little Dream Barbie boots.
You're going to get them for your dog, Candice?
They look pretty tight.
Can we
But-
do that Barbie meme, but have Wang Wang in the middle?
Oh hell yes!
The Barbie with the best fashion sense.
I need people to just start making it a thing, photoshopping Weng Weng into shit.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Oh man, we got to bring it back, man. But no, I feel like the knives popping out of the shoes is something you should definitely warn him about.
Oh yeah. What if it like it'd be dangerous, man?
This little fucker's just taking his shoes off and tucking them under his tiny bed at night, you know? Just fucking one of them spikes up his asshole. Like,
What?
Jesus. Well,
That escalated.
That did escalate with
Yeah,
me.
you
never
Watching
know.
too much
How did he put his shoes
Final
underneath the
Destination.
bed that the knife came out and went up his ass?
Well, because it's so low to the ground, Tim. Knife comes popping out the toe of it. It rolls
Is it a
over,
curved
sticks
blade?
up the... I don't know. I didn't get a good look at it.
Can we beat this into the ground?
He has a bad dream, flips off his bed, knife to the face.
No, because we see his bed, actually. We cut to that
His
now.
bed is little, but it's king size for him.
It's
Which is kinda
also
awesome.
It also looks like a picnic bench.
It does. It's a nice motif.
This is when he's up there with his nipples.
Yeah.
Oh, are we in his bedroom now? Yeah, and he's topless.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just a couple of Hershey kisses just on that little
On that Cornish hen.
little Cornish hen.
And he's wearing it well. Like he's so confident. Like he's like, oh, they're just eating this up.
Yeah, he does not give a fuck, dude.
Well, clearly because they were eating it up.
Yeah. Well, he was eating it up.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, to
yeah,
save
it's-
his life.
and I love this guy that leaves him the little message. It's so like, I don't know. It's just the delivery of the lines.
delivery guy is just like,
Just
here's your coffee and here's your note. He picks up the note. The note's just like, hey, it's Irma, wait for my signal.
And
It's
he
like,
just does a little nod.
cool.
Like, yeah.
Got it. So then he sneaks in because the broad, she hits the little pendant. She sets a tracker up in the bread and crack warehouse.
Yeah, it's like a little dot. Wherever she puts it there, it's like a homing beacon for him, right?
No, that's what I call Wonder bread. Yeah, so... But this is like the next 4 scenes is her putting a tracker somewhere, hitting the pendant, and then him just showing up and wasting people. This just happens over and over.
He kills a lot of people.
A lot.
I think most of the movie is you got this guy, he's willing to do his own stunts, put him in as many situations like this as you possibly can instead of writing an actual story.
Do you think he was like free or like he was owned by the studio or something?
Oh my god. I'm pretty sure he was a person.
Well, I know he was a person, dummy.
Did Imelda Marcos, was she his Patreon or
Now,
something?
you remember like back in the day, like pre-code Hollywood, they would just like own actors, the studios. They'd be like, you're doing
where
like
they're like,
100 movies.
you have to do 6 movies with us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You think
we can
Weng
trade
Weng-
you to another studio for 2 movies because we're getting this person. Yeah.
You think that like they lent him out to Australia for Yahoo Serious or something, or Paul Hogan? They're like, listen, we'll let you use Weng Weng for 1 movie. We get Crocodile Dundee for 1. Deal?
No, they're overpaying with one Weng Weng for Paul Hogan.
Yeah. Fair. So he infiltrates the fucking joint.
And I want to
Pen
point
darts-
out, he reminds me of a cat when he moves.
Oh my
Because
god.
he'll like stand there very still, completely dead-faced for a long period of time, and then just scamper away real quick. Like a cat that's got the zooms, you know?
Yeah, he's very good at skittering.
I feel like what I was telling my mom is I feel like a lot of times when they have him running or doing anything, I feel like they almost fast forward the film a little bit to make him look a little faster.
There's a couple of times where you see they do fast forward a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
just a
What
tad.
kind of
'Cause
strides can he make?
Yeah, you know those legs are probably a little janky, so there's no
I
way
have
he
a
moves that
note
smoothly.
that, do you think his partners, if they have to do like an escape scene together, they had to put Weng Weng in a baby Bjorn so they could run?
Yeah, there are a couple scenes where there's like a scene where he's running away and he's holding the hand of the lady. I'm like, that lady could run 1,000 times faster than you. You're actually
Exactly.
holding her back.
Oh, yeah.
I might
He's
die because of
rolling.
this.
Yeah.
It'd be so funny if she just picks him up and just starts running.
That's what I would do. I'm like, come on, Wang Wang, get on my back.
You
Let me give you a cookie.
you just grab that utility belt and run off with him like a handbag.
Dude.
Oh man! So I got another clip from that interview with Weng Weng. Here we go.
There was a time at the top of my fame that I tried to become an American star. I went to America and never made it in Hollywood. While I was there, I drank alcohol, did drugs, and had random sex with many Americans. I knew I hit bottom when I got a call that somehow I had got a woman pregnant at a truck stop in the south. The woman had a daughter, Candice. Somewhere I have a daughter, Candice.
I knew it.
This is all coming together, man.
I fucking knew it, man. I knew it.
I'm surprised how pale you came out. Because he is a mocha.
Well, it would have been in the mid to late 80s that he was trying to make it in America. And, you know, it's tough. They say Hollywood days turn into Hollywood nights. So
Yeah.
I get it.
Wow.
There's a Hollywood in Florida.
Wow.
There is, and that's where I'm from.
Well,
Hats
you
off,
know,
Eddie.
it's
Hats
time
off.
for you to learn about your... You know.
I'm just drinking it in for a minute. I'm just enjoying it. So, anyhow.
What a setup. What a fucking setup.
It's classic.
I'll tell you, the best setup, though, is Weng Weng hiding under the table, just hitting people on the foot with a stick.
Oh my god!
Oh.
What the fuck do they think is happening?
That was some Three Stooges shit that I could
Daniel,
not stop
I have written
laughing.
down, it's the Three Stooges, but they're stupider. Because one of the Three Stooges would have thought that Larry fucking hit his foot, and Curly would have gotten hit, and then Curly would have thought Mo hit his foot. They're just getting hit in the fucking foot and just looking around and then laughing about it also?
And
Yeah.
they start playing pie in the face with the
Yes.
crack
Cream
bread.
pies, yeah.
He just hits a dude in the foot with a stick, then moves. The guy looks under the table. He's like, what was that? Oh, I guess it was nothing. I guess nothing broke my toe. Cool.
Although, eventually they do look under, and Weng Weng, like, does, like, some Mission Impossible shit.
Yeah, he's Tom
He's
Cruise
up
On
hiding.
the brace, on the
on the bottom of the table.
Yeah.
Oh, you give me Weng Weng is fucking Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible?
You
Oh,
wouldn't even have to take
Italian.
the grade off to get him into the room with the CIA building.
I mean, Tom Cruise is pretty short too, so I mean,
Yeah, you know what? Weng Weng might have done stunts for Tom Cruise back in the day. It's possible.
I heard he played Shaq's cock double in a movie.
It was Shaq's dick, yeah, in the
He
movie.
played Shaq's dick.
Shaq's dick, played by Weng Weng.
So I just
Wait, is
stand
that the one
still.
with Sinbad?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Richard Pryor, right? He was. Never mind.
Yeah. You know, I thought he was the dwarf from the island of Dr. Moreau, but he's not.
I
Isn't
do
he?
too.
Yeah,
I
I
had
thought
to
he
look
was.
it up.
me
Hmm.
too.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, just don't make
It's,
those
Nelson
kind of
De La
jokes. What do you
Rosa.
mean?
Yeah, Candice. It's terrible.
What? What did I
Look it
do?
I do like. Then Weng Weng just starts beating the piss out of him with a baking sheet.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it
Then-
becomes very Home Alone-ish. Like I'm just like, what the hell?
It really does.
These guys are knocking out by baking sheet pans. Like what?
Well, all
doesn't-
right, hold on. Let's think about this. It's a
Oh,
factory,
boxing's
right?
big in Philippines, so maybe they've taken a lot of hits to the head, so it's really easy to give them a concussion.
They got CTE. Makes sense.
They got CTE.
Mhm.
Yeah, there it
Could
is.
be that
Tim. There's
Agent
your
double
reality.
flour.
Tim. What?
It could be Agent double flour. Bakery
So-
joke.
Baking joke. Very good, Tim.
Baking.
Well,
Well, they're in
I
the
like
bakery
I
with
like
the
when you
bread,
categorize
right?
your
That's how he
jokes.
snuck in.
Yeah, he's got them all organized on his sheet. These are the baking jokes. These are the short
He's got an
jokes.
Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Each
I just got
tab
a new
is a
MacBook.
different.
I got to use it for something.
So then the dude, the boss guy, comes in there and he's like, fuck, Weng Weng took all the drugs out of my bread. Cut to Weng Weng. He's doing coke off a whore's ass. No.
He does take a pretty good sniff of that bag.
Oh, yeah, dude. Because he holds the bag up to his nose for like maybe 20 seconds. And you're like, Weng Weng, I think you've picked up whatever it is, buddy.
That's when
He's
they
like,
should have sped
I
the
just-
film up with him
I
running
just want to
away.
make sure.
Yeah. So, now we cut back to the boss guy, and he's like, okay, we got a rat, clearly. So, shit, how are we going to raise our money so we can get the N-bomb? And the guy's like...
They actually say something about needing gold because of inflation.
Yeah, Tim. So the idea is they're going to steal gold because the materials for the N-bomb are too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to steal gold to sell it, to buy the materials for the N-bomb. So I just wrote down, why don't they steal the materials for the N-bomb?
That would be more efficient.
No,
But
maybe it's
you're
easier
smart.
to buy it instead of to steal it yourself, right?
You're
Yeah, I
planning...
guess maybe it's already in the market, like in a black market, right? And yeah, so maybe they need to get that money, so they go to this very effeminate gay man that has gold.
Okay.
British guy, by the way.
Yeah, what is this guy's job? What's this factory supposed to be?
I like, Tim, you trying to find any kind of fucking reasoning in this film.
No, there's nothing.
This is a cartoon, man. This
because
is a
the guy
fucking
says-
cartoon.
He's in the middle of the factory. He goes, "Well, of course I have lots of gold on hand.
That's
How
not
much
how he
do you want
sounds.
to buy?
Do the
I'll give it to you at the market price."
Of course. Of course you have lots of gold on hand.
Of course I have lots of gold on hand. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, I got another clip I got to play. This is not. This isn't
no more
about
clips.
Candice. No, this is from the movie. It's Weng Weng gets a call from one of the women that he's gonna fuck, and somehow this moves the plot. Here we go.
The way they cut back and forth on this. Is
Yeah, here we go.
Hello?
Hello, Lola. Now, listen carefully. This is important.
Interesting.
Check it out.
I'll go right now.
Meet you there.
That's the entire conversation.
Yeah, that's like a fucking fever dream of a conversation.
And when she says, "meet you there," she hangs up the phone and then grabs her purse that was sitting on her leg and then gets up and walks out. It's like, who is sitting around in their house with their purse in their lap?
She's always ready to go. She's just... You never know when Weng Weng's going to call.
By the way, that was Weng Weng's voice. Just so.
Yeah, there's a little sample of his weird fuck. He sounds like if you in the recording of the interview, like he sounds fine. Like he doesn't sound like, "Hey, everybody." He does
But
not
wait,
sound
hold on.
like
Is
that.
this really his voice? Because this is all English dubbed. I think somebody's doing his voice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like in
Right.
that interview, you can hear his real voice, like when he's speaking. You know, when he's
I don't
speaking
even know if that
behind
was
him.
even really him. For all we know, it could be just Eddie doing both those voices.
Yeah, I guess so. It could be, but
Yeah, that was me
I was
doing,
giving him the benefit of the doubt.
doing all of those voices, Tim. You're
He
right.
did 3 different tracks to record that just for the joke, dude. I would pay you money. I'm gonna up my fucking Patreon for that kind of effort.
Yeah, no, I don't put that kind of effort into the
I
show.
know, I don't either.
There you go. So
When's that Rocky
they're
Horror
like,
episode coming out, Daniel?
Oof, we'll find out.
they oh no. So yeah, they decide they're going to steal gold from this guy. So they bring him in. They're like, "We want your gold." He's like, "Oh sure, I'll sell it to you at market price." The guy's like, "No, I'm going to kill you." It's like, whoa, don't kill me. I'll come back with the gold tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's not how that works. You just let the guy go.
Yeah. I was like, he's just
I
gonna
promise
leave town.
we'll meet here again 24 hours from now.
Yeah. What boss? He said Scout's honor.
Did you see him? He said pinky swear.
He pinky swore.
He pinky swore us, man.
He stuck Weng Weng out as his pinky. So, oh man. So yeah, they go to steal the fucking gold. And this is when Weng Weng and Irma go to the park. And I don't even get this. So
I love the scene opens up with them. Both their heads are leveled. And I was like, how is this happening? But then they show his little patitas like on the fence, like halfway up.
Yeah, that's true. So they're having their fun day at the park, right? While the gold, the mine, I guess he owns the mine. Or does he own the factory that processes?
I completely lost track of what people were doing. They just showed up.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Maybe there's
matter.
gold inside the drugs.
Yeah.
So Weng Weng shows up, right? And he sees the double agent that they captured and they were suspicious of. And she's like, circled by a bunch of dudes. So then he starts doing this crazy, like he's trying to tell the pitcher that he wants a knuckleball shit.
Oh my, yeah.
And he's like,
the dialogue's so weird because they never cuss. They call people dingbats and boobies and like just weird shit. But they never call like her a whore or a bitch or anything like that.
No.
There's no language like that.
Call people like rapscallion. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's weird. They do call women broads, though, which I support.
At the time, it was okay.
Yeah, he does all these fun...
Well, funny at the time.
...hand signals. And I
Hilarious
guess that
now.
means cover your mouth because I'm going to throw a gas bomb at you.
Yeah, one of the buttons on his coat is a bomb.
Like his cufflink, yeah.
Yeah.
So he chucks that over there, rescues the dude, and
I
then...
thought it would have been funny if he fucked up and grabbed the wrong bomb and it was just a straight up grenade and he told this guy to just cover his face and everyone
God.
just explodes. And the guy's just like, you told me to just cover my face.
Guy's
I
got
would love that.
a fucking crazy chunk of shrapnel in his side.
He's just bleeding from his neck.
No,
It's
his
just
manager
Weng
said
Weng.
there's no way that's going to happen. He's got to be the good guy. All
That's
the time.
true.
Yeah.
He's like, my bad.
Yeah. Sorry. So they just walk into a random building where there's a meeting of bad guys.
Yes. Gotta love a good meeting of bad guys.
Right. And they're all like, so we're going to kill Weng Weng, right? Yeah, of course.
Oh, and I think this is where I noticed someone sounded like Peter Lorre.
Could be, yeah. Because this is when he tosses the radio-controlled hat at the entire group.
Oh, it's so good, man.
When you see it, and clearly it's just that they've put the hat on like a fishing pole and they're running around with it. In fact, they probably had Weng Weng hold the fishing pole.
I'll have to send you the video of my mom reacting to that scene. It's hilarious because she starts laughing and then you barely hear it at the end of the video, but she goes, they're afraid of that baby hat.
It's so
because they just run away from the hat because
Yeah,
they're
they
just like
leave.
Yeah, it's just
Pick up a garbage can lid.
I know, like they have guns. Just fucking butt it with the butt of like something. I don't know.
Swat it
Shoot
down with the side of your hand.
Yeah,
Literally anything.
take your coat off and just
Blow
put it on
on it.
top.
Throw a
Yeah,
coat,
that's it.
blow on it.
There's a lot of options other than running away, like it's a poltergeist or something.
Then I love. Okay, so they regroup, right? And they're like, "Fuck, man! Look, there's two things we know about Weng Weng. Number one, somehow he's always a step ahead of us, right? And they're like, yeah, and it's like number two.
Is this where they say it's like he's in friends with the devil?
Yes,
Yeah, they think
Yes.
he has powers. Yeah.
they're like, he's got powers. Clearly, maybe he's in league with the devil. The guy's like, nah, maybe there's somebody on the inside that we shouldn't trust, like a new person. Speaking
Yeah.
of which, where's Irma, the new person?
Yeah, what's her job? I know she's a double agent, but what's her job with the syndicate?
I guess prostitute, right?
That was the
That's
vibe
what I
I was
assumed.
getting too, because when that old man, it looks like he's almost going to take it to bed. And he's like, no, get some rest for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't
It's
know,
like,
but she dresses so like I don't know. She just doesn't
Demurely.
seem.
Yeah, she doesn't
she
like
just-
gussy herself up.
Well,
Yeah.
again, it's that type of the movie.
right. Maybe they go for like a girl next door style
maybe
prostitute.
so weird. Okay,
Or the
whatever.
bad guys like to keep her around because she's so pure.
Style
She's not like all these
prostitute.
others. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, they're like, wait a minute, it's probably the broad. Keep an eye on her. Make sure she ain't no booby. And he's like, yeah, we're gonna make sure she's not a booby.
I was like, what the fuck?
Watch out for them boobies.
So Irma shows up. He's all like, you're late, the boss guy. She's like, yeah, I had a sick mother. Oh, yeah, she's my mother, I'm like, cool. All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So the
Guy's
dude,
just like, all right.
yeah, he's like, all right, go hit the sack. We're going to work on you dressing a little more like a prostitute tomorrow, maybe. Maybe that's it. Maybe they're just
Slow
slowly.
steps. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're slow stepping her in, giving her the taste of that life. Then,
It's like
you
boiling
like those
a
shoes,
frog, right?
It costs
Tim?
money.
Just do it slow. So then she goes out shopping the next day, I guess, and she's being followed.
Yeah, she's out and about.
Yeah, just having a day. You know, like, look, man, I'm a little stressed out with this whole undercover thing and people trying to kill me. I think I'll go out, do a little retail therapy.
She's getting followed by the boss's guys, right, to find out if she's the mole.
Yeah.
Then Weng Weng shows up, grabs her, and says, "You're being followed. Run."
Yes.
Yeah.
They see them
Hang out
running
with
together.
me,
He doesn't
so
kill those guys.
Yeah. Now they just all know that she is that
right,
person.
yeah. Because he just grabs her and he's like, look, you run down this clearly open street where they can see you. I'm going to hide in a bush.
Yeah, he bushwhacks
Yeah, he
them.
pulls an Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, so he loses his wanted level in the bush.
See, that's the difference between Candice and I. She went to Assassin's Creed, I went to the Old West.
Yeah.
I went to the Bible.
The Bible? Okay. The burning bush.
The burning bush?
Gonna
You
light
got
it on
VD
fire.
while he's in there?
Yeah.
Well, you've seen how, he slings it around. He's going to catch
yeah.
something.
That thing
You know
was
what's really
shriveled.
fucked up is he can't even buy any condoms.
We don't know.
You could have a nice sized unit. You should ask Candice's mom. So,
Yeah. She was a trucker.
like,
Actually, I would not have.
Unless
Like,
he's
if you
got
said
that
your
shit
mom was a
wrapped
trucker,
up,
I'd be like,
tucked up
yeah,
on
of course.
his back. You're going to see it in this movie.
Yeah.
oh, man. So, yeah, she runs off. He gets the drop on him from the fucking bush. Then.
Best fight scene, one of the best, at least top 3 in the whole movie, where where a Weng Weng battles 4 grown. I mean, they are Filipino, so they're definitely under 5'5", but grown Filipino men. And
he's kicking their ass.
He whoops their ass, dude. It's so many nut taint shots.
Nut
It
shots,
is amazing.
taint shots. I love the guys that go to like pick him up and then he flips over their body.
I
So
did
this
like
is-
that one. Yeah, because he like gets on their back like a monkey,
Yeah.
and they flip him over, and then he like kicks him in the face when they flip him over.
Yeah, it's very luchador type moves here and there. Like it's
And
like that's
it
shit you see
somehow
there.
works.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's just like the luchador stuff.
That's a good point.
It's entertaining.
Daniel, I would pay to see Weng Weng versus Rey Mysterio Jr. Like,
oof, that's going to be a short fight. No pun intended.
it's going to be like Mask versus Hat, you know?
He comes out in his little hat,
shots
his little
allowed?
Dixie hat.
He's got to have his Dixie hat with the fucking metal brim.
He comes out all Yankee Doodle and shit. I would love that shit.
I got to see the cowboy one with Weng Weng, man. I got to see him on a horse. What the fuck are we doing?
I got to see him in a cowboy hat. That is
yeah. 100%, dude.
a 1.2 gallon hat.
Oh,
So-
I'm just imagining the tiny little cowboy boots.
Oh. I mean, they're close to the white boots he was wearing in this.
close.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
So then he leaves for his motel, and he sees that there's some henchmen waiting for him outside, right? So he just kind of slides by there. Dude follows him up the stairs, and his umbrella's a gun.
Yeah. That
Sure.
seemed like an extra prop they had around, and they were like, hey, why don't we use this thing?
No, it just seemed like an umbrella. What do you mean a prop? An umbrella. It
Well,
wasn't
there's
a real
little
gun.
hole in there's like, it looks like they had at least put a little hole in the top part of it.
Yeah, they drilled a hole in the top.
Drilled
of
a
it.
hole in there. There you go. Prop.
So the director goes home, it's raining, he's getting all wet because there's a hole in his fucking umbrella.
Look, that
He's
shit.
like, God damn it.
That shit might pass in the Philippines, but Carrot Top would be looking down on that fucking a hole in the umbrella for a prop, Daniel.
That's true. That's true.
It's true.
He has a doctorate in props.
So guy misses with the fucking umbrella gun.
But is this a guy from the part of the beginning of the movie? Because he's sitting in the lobby with the fucking bandage on his head.
That's what I thought. My mom thought it was a diaper, but
Okay.
I thought, he has a diaper.
Yeah, all right. A little bit less conspicuous with a diaper on your head. All right.
Just trying not to stand out. There's a fucking 2-foot tall spy sneaking around, and you're
Well,
like,
if you can use tampons for gunshot wounds, why not a diaper?
there, yeah.
True.
He's like, I better be inconspicuous. He puts a diaper on his head and
I'm
fucking.
going to put a diaper. I'm going to use an umbrella gun. They'll never know what I'm here for.
See, you guys
so
are all
funny,
stupid.
that.
He's going to be looking for dudes with like machine guns. Guy with a diaper and an umbrella, he's never going to suspect me.
I'm just a regular guy hanging out in the lobby.
Just a lobby dude. So Yeah, so then he fucking shoots at him with this umbrella, misses completely. Then the guy just runs downstairs. He's like, well, that was all I had.
Yeah.
Fuck this.
That's a one and done gun, you know?
I should have brought my revolver with me. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, so Weng Weng, he gets thrown down the stairs at two guys.
Oh my! This is
It's beautiful.
if you've seen
It's
clips of this
beautiful.
movie, this is the part you've seen.
Yeah.
Yes, I in fact, I kind of lied because the last time I had seen Weng Weng was on TikTok, and it was this scene. It was this scene and a couple other ones, and this was definitely in the mix.
Man.
It was great.
It's fantastic. You just see him fly down the stairs onto these two dudes.
Clearly, someone just tossed him.
Like,
And like from high.
How much do
He
you,
jumped. He was thrown from the top of the staircase.
how much do you have to pay to throw a dude like that?
I don't know, but I'd do it for free.
Ask the Wolf of Wall Street.
I've always wanted to throw people. It just seems fun to be able to throw. Because you can't throw babies. You know, that's
No.
not cool.
I mean, you can.
You
No.
could, but
Just
you
throw
can throw
a
your
dude.
own. But to just throw a grown man, it's kind of fun.
Because they have dignity that you're breaking.
Yeah.
And that's
Not
the part
anymore.
of the
Yeah.
I mean, that's part of the
Yeah, it's part of the whole process. Yeah.
Candice, the meaning of life is exchanging your dignity for money. So what's the difference?
I've learned that lesson.
Yeah.
Like how you're both like, everybody's like, yeah, we've all done it.
We've all been there.
We live in America and we have jobs. I mean,
We all
come
got
on.
battle scars.
Yeah. So he heads back upstairs after he whips these two dudes' ass, sees the foot of the guy around the corner, dart in the neck again, just, right, nails him. Then he just sneaks into some broad's room. He's like, fuck, I got to figure out how to get out of here. Then he goes back, he's like, I got an idea, gets the umbrella. He's like, okay, I'm going to go just molest this woman real quick.
Yeah. My mom said that she thought maybe the lady was acting so chill because she thought that it was just a child that was playing around in the hotel.
Exactly. That's why I said she's so confused because she's just like,
Reading a
that
paper,
little
right?
kid kissed me better than any man has kissed me before in my life.
Oh
What is wrong
my
with me now?
God.
And she's like, I got to go see a psychiatrist.
I mean, when they use the term,
She's not like he left her calling card with, don't worry, I'm 42 inches and old.
to use the term like laying it down. Weng Weng is laying it down right here, man.
Yeah,
Just-
watching that little bitty potato head go toward a regular human head is just amazing. I really got to stop saying regular human. I really don't mean that.
I don't know. Once was an accident, twice is a habit.
I know. That's why I know. It's like, okay, I
Not
like
like
trans
nobody
people.
else has ever heard you before on any other podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair. Don't worry. You'll be
I
safe here. So then he Mary Poppins out the balcony like a fucking G, and this
Oh
scene
my God.
is so good.
It's so fucking funny.
Those
Because
legs.
he jumps out the window holding the umbrella and he floats down and there's a long shot.
Wow.
You see a dummy floating down and its legs are just swinging on all akimbo. It's just-
Swinging with that Manila wind, man.
But they've attached a dummy to an umbrella that they're lowering down and speeding up, and you can just see these stupid legs of it, and it just looks so bad.
Fantastic.
But he lands it, sticks the landing on top of a fucking vehicle, and then just
It starts
pieces out.
driving away. I thought it'd be so funny if the wind caught it. Caught him while he was sitting on the top of the car.
He's like,
It drives away and he just lands back down on the ground.
You just hear as he floats.
There's a lot
away.
of parts where he's like, "Oh, my little head," or "Oh, my
Oh,
tiny
yeah,
feet."
my little
like it's
feet,
so
yeah.
weird. I'm like, why would they have him say that?
When
There
he
is no
gets-
dwarf that says that.
When the cab runs out of gas, and he's like, "How am I going to make it there with my tiny legs?"
Look at these little legs, you son of a gun.
They
My
barely
favorite part is
work.
when he's doing his slide and he hits his head and he goes, oh, my tiny head.
You're like, I meant to mention that part, but yeah, that shit cracked me up.
all the fucking sliding he does is ridiculous. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
This was almost a 2-hour watch for me because I kept rewinding parts.
Oh yeah.
I
This
just
is-
couldn't help
But
myself.
it's a good time, man.
Oh yeah.
So the Jeep fucking dips out, and then he heads, I guess, to the set of a very dark porn they're filming for Videodrome, because he's just in this room,
Oh, where it looks like he's like in a red room or something.
Yeah. It's just an empty red room with a fucking fucked up bed in the middle of it.
Oh, he should have played the little guy from Twin Peaks. That would have been fun. I know that man has a name. I'm
now imagining Weng Weng doing the dance.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that is a weird room. Like,
that's
who
a
does that?
bizarre choice. But then,
It's a
you know
sex
what?
dungeon.
Oh, God. But then, Daniel, just as sus as you are on the room, Weng Weng is not feeling it. He's like, huh.
That's when he puts on the glasses and realizes he's in a room full of naked men.
Yeah. You ever get the feeling someone's staring at your wang, so then you go and you stare back at theirs with your X-ray glasses?
And this is why Tim never ordered the X-ray glasses from the back of the comic books.
Yeah, he's like, I love pussy, but I don't want to see a bunch of dicks everywhere.
I don't want to see a bunch of naked dudes in my walls.
Stupid. I was buying the submarine for $4.95.
Nice.
Did you get the submarine for $4.95?
I don't think anything I ever ordered ever showed up. I think they only got me like twice, and that was it. I learned the scam.
I guess it's to make up for the post office scam you were running. That's karma getting you back.
Hey, it's balancing out, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Scam, no scam.
See, he pops on the glasses, sees a bunch of naked dudes hiding behind the red curtains, hiding behind furniture. Like,
oh, man, it's gold.
In the stupidest poses, too. Like,
well, you can see the dicks.
Also, that is such a horrible way to try to assassinate someone because you literally don't know where that person, like, you know they're in the room, but you're behind a thick fucking Tonight Show curtain, and you can't see through that. So, like, what the fuck is going on?
A bad move. So, yeah, he just fucking whips out his piece and shoots all of them, though.
Yeah.
And just kind of cuts back to him smiling because he's like,
it was at this scene where my mom goes, when's he going to bust out that cool gun they gave him?
See?
But it does eventually come around, yeah.
What's happened to the dead bodies in this hotel? Is this like the fucking hotel from John Wick?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just cleaning it up. This is the best hotel ever.
Well, I've got a
Weng
note.
Weng's agency has a cleanup crew, yeah.
I've got a note later that's just finally they've discovered one of the 100 dead bodies in this town. So we'll get to it.
And there's just little tiny shoes of blood prints. You know,
I think a child committed these crimes.
like, holy shit!
There's a kid on a killing spree.
Wait
It's
a minute.
a tiny little devil.
Got baby Dahmer out here.
Is there a Filipino Chucky going around here? What the fuck's happening here?
You know, we're sitting here laughing about this, but that's literally the fucking plot twist in a Dario Argento movie.
Was that it's
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid, right?
yeah, it is. But it's so fun.
Yeah, it's not nearly as well written as that Stephen King movie about the fucking stationary bike, Candice. It's a good point.
Wow. Yeah.
I always thought they should make a stationary bike one that's like it's like, you know, obviously they don't use the term, you know, they don't use Peloton, but like it's a company that's like Peloton, and it turns out it's like a cult. And because I feel like people that like Pelotons are
I mean, like Peloton.
Cult.
Yeah, it's
so I feel like, but you just take it to a darker thing, you know.
How's that Peloton, Candice?
Oh, like a Peloton stock owner.
I just had the app. I never actually had the equipment. I use my own equipment.
Smart. Yeah,
I like to use my own equipment as well.
She just found it on the side of the road. There was a guy hanging up a sign, $40.
Yeah, it was $40, man. I got a hell of a deal.
Haunted stationary bike, half off.
Oh, by the way, the guy.
Wouldn't you give it away for free at that point?
That's what I'm saying.
Haunted?
Well, that's just it. People don't trust things that are free. Like, you're
yes.
giving this away?
You can't make it too obvious.
You don't have to put it for free. Just put it outside your fucking door and leave it for like maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. That's it.
That's why
put a do not touch sign on that. This is for my dying kid.
That's why Candice's husband still insists on paying, because you can't trust anything that's free, right?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I'm not sure where he's going either, but
I kind of.
I don't know where you're going with this.
But
joke.
I only leave my dead silence for a joke for Tim. That's the only
So that's why I know it's really good.
So Weng Weng heads out to the disco for, I guess, to celebrate. I guess that's just what you do mid fucking action movie. Cool. They catch a taxi though.
Oh, but what's funny is he looks like he's trying to do disguises now when he's meeting up with people, so he doesn't give them away. Like no one's gonna know who the fuck he is if he's wearing a mustache.
Yeah, it'd be like
I was
Andre
like,
the Giant, like trying to go incognito.
It'd be so funny if, like, the chick's sitting there and then a stroller pulls up and it's Weng Weng with, like, a baby bonnet on and a comically oversized lollipop. That's, like, one of his disguises.
Well, he must be continuously getting ID'd in the bar, right?
I mean,
who the
doesn't
fuck
have
brought their kid here?
Yeah.
Probably very popular. You know, I think people know him. Maybe it's like
Secret
here's Weng
agent.
Weng.
Oh, that's right. The secret agent that always comes into the disco on a Saturday
Yeah.
night or after a big case.
A
According
very obvious secret agent. He probably has like billboards. Weng Weng's got your back.
according to the rap, he doesn't drink alcohol. But I don't
Unless
know
he's
how
in the States.
how accurate the rap is. Yeah, unless it's in the States.
Look what happens the first time you get drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get drunk in the States. You're gonna just make a Candice.
If I was
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like make a baby or something, but
well,
you just went straight for the throat.
oh man. If I was Weng Weng, whenever I went to the bar, I'd just be like, be careful, I'm a bit of a lightweight.
Jesus. It's like
He's probably a cheap date.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I actually grew up with a friend who was a little person, and yeah, we would go to parties. He was good after 2 beers, and I mean good. Like, he was fucked up. And I mean like Budweiser.
That's gonna suck, because you really got to pace yourself or you're going to wash out too early.
I mean,
Yep.
it makes sense, right? Some guy who's like
totally
7
sense.
feet tall, 450 pounds is going to be able to outdrink somebody who's half that size.
Yeah. Plus, he didn't have a tolerance yet either. We were like 16. So, like, yeah, he
Damn.
was... So he was barely
He drinks
just
a
started.
thimble full of beer and slams into the ground.
He's like, oh, shit.
It's not Tinkerbell, Candice. You gotta
Although I did try to throw him once. That motherfucker was compact. Like,
Ooh,
in my
like a
mind, I
Neutron
thought...
star.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit. I was like, never mind.
So you
It was
attempted
heavy.
it once.
Daniel,
I have
realize.
attempted it once, yes.
I like that you had a little person friend and you had to try to throw him.
Well, we were close enough where
That's
he
why they
trusted
became
me. You know?
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you at least refer to him as a human being, or?
Of course, yes.
Hello,
I loved
would you like
him.
to get into my regular human-sized car?
Yeah.
Go to
Hey,
a
dude,
party.
me and
Regular
the real
human-sized
people.
party.
Me and the real people are going to a party. You want to come with us?
Actually, I think he liked that I treated him so like I treated him like shit, just like I treated everyone else. Because we were both in band, we were both trumpet players, and I was a section leader. And I think he liked that because it always bothered him that a lot of the girls were always like, "Oh my god, you're so cute!" Like they treated him like he was a child, like a little baby. And I remember we were at the stadium after a marching halftime show, and we're walking down the track, and there's a bunch of cheerleaders like, "Oh my god." I don't want to say his name, but oh look, he's so like, what's up? And he's like, what? And he's waving at him, and he's like, stupid bitches. I was like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, like I think he just liked the fact that I just treated him like any other motherfucker.
That's how you do
Aside
it.
from because I mean, if I could throw my bigger friends, I would have too. But I just knew it wasn't possible.
Feel like there's a way to parlay that into getting some pussy. The like, oh, you're so
like
cute.
Watershed.
There's a way
Look at
to
the cast off.
Yeah, there's a way to do it. Hopefully he found that.
Oh yeah, no, he got married and has a kid and to a not little person. I don't know.
I knew what you were about to say. We all know what you were about to
To
say.
a not
He's getting
non-little
better,
person
okay? He
female.
stopped himself. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, congratulations for him.
yeah, he's doing great.
Good
Hell of
for
a
him.
fisherman. I always see him on Instagram, and he always catching fish about his size. It's amazing.
Well, come on.
They're minnows. He would laugh at that.
He's that smelt dipping. So, oh man. So yeah, they figure out that the broad is the rat, clearly,
Yeah,
right?
the sex bomb is what
So
they
they
call
take her away. They're like, it's a cool necklace you've got there. Is this how you've been signaling him? Ha ha ha. So yeah, we're gonna set a trap for Weng Weng, which he falls for, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes, into there. They surround him, and they're all like, "Look, man, we could just shoot you now, but why don't you just, let us tie you up and then put you in like a bread box or something?"
Is he asleep when they're picking him up and putting him in the box? Because he doesn't move at all when they put it in. But you can see it's him.
Yeah, they do look like they're tucking a kid into a bed.
Yeah. The tiniest coffin. So he's in there, and then I stopped paying attention for a second, and the next thing I know, he's burning a hole in the box.
I think he used the belt buckle for that, right?
Oh, that's why I didn't catch the belt buckle. Did it have like napalm in it or something?
I wasn't paying attention. No, it looked like he put like how they do like in the old fashioned thing where they put like gunpowder in a line and then it burns.
Right.
I think that's what he did with it. And then he punches it out, but the guy sitting on top of the box doesn't
hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, furthering Daniel's theory that this is a cartoon, not a movie. Fucking insane, dude. So yeah, he just pops his way out of the fucking thing. This is when he whips out the blade-tipped fucking shoes.
Yeah.
Now, he sneaks around, kicks a dude in his fucking throat with these shoes, just dead. Just kills this fucking dude. Then another couple guys dart in the neck. They get a lot of fucking mileage out of the dart in the neck in this movie. Man.
And he's perfect. He's hitting them all in the same exact spot.
Well, it very much reminded me of shit. I can't remember his name, but the little guy with the fro in Bloodsucking Freaks. He also used a blow dart and was very talented at it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Do you think it's like a height
specialty?
thing?
I think it's a little person thing. I think little people and dwarves just have some kind of secret blow dart skill. Yeah, they got strong lungs, good
the atmosphere is a little bit thicker down there, right?
Because you could have great hand-eye coordination,
maybe
but just
they're
not be able to physically do some stuff.
Maybe gravity hits them harder, so they're like jacked because they're constantly fighting gravity.
And they are very stationed, because I think blow darting is all about not shaking. Like you have to have a very steady hand. So
yeah, I'd imagine you got to be pretty stable.
We just came up with some new facts that Eddie can add to his list.
There you go, add that to the list, man, because none of that was funny.
I was just thinking maybe you have to add something about
Wikipedia.
How Weng Weng has like a third lung that he can fill with fluid to make himself more dense. Something like that.
Oh, he's got like the Tanuki suit where it just gets like stowed.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
This weeble might wobble, but it won't fall down, motherfucker. It's taking people out, dude. Fuck yeah. So now he fucking Ichi the Killer's a couple of people, Dart in the Neck's a couple more, and then gets the fuck out of there. So they're pissed off because like he fucking escaped, right?
You know what the exact line is?
Go for it.
The little man has done it to us again. Made a monkey out of the forces of evil.
Yeah, it's great.
Great writing. So they're like, I know what we can do. We can lure him back here with Irma, right? Because he apparently is taking a shining to her.
Mm-hmm.
So they lure him back in there. He shoots like 3 dudes. Then one of them while he's doing a jump kick too, by the way. I love that.
That's a good shot. That's a good one. I like that.
Jump kick and shoot at the same time. Maybe that's what was the movie where they were like whipping the guns around to make the
gun kata?
Yeah. Maybe he was doing some gun kata here.
John Wick, you hack.
John Wick, you hack.
That he runs out of ammo, and this dude calls it out. This dude's like, "Yeah, man, you're not like James Bond. This is real life."
Oh. Damn, snap.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah. But
it's like James Bond, because instead of killing him, he talks.
Then Weng Weng, he slides like the pen thing down the sleeve of his jacket into his hand. And then I guess this one's got like a little gas propeller charge to it because he doesn't have to put it up to his mouth. And
Is that what it was? I thought it was like something else that he had up his sleeve.
Yeah, I think that one... Yeah, I don't know. I get the pin confused with the... I don't know. Because I thought the pin was the one that could shoot like a pistol. So then I didn't know where you got the blow dart from. But I guess the blow dart was also the pin. I don't know. Maybe it has multi-functions. Like the other side has like a little self-propelled
It's one of those
shot.
pens that has different colored inks, but it's different weapons.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. He just has.
Except they can't write. Yeah. It's got
I mean, his
18
fucking
different
ring
weapons, but no ink.
The fact is, Reed can control a drone
And detect poison through glass.
and detect poison. I think the pen can do multiple things too.
Well, when we get to his
Also a
jetpack
vibrator. Oh, that's true. Yeah,
in a minute, oh my god!
For his nipples.
Or his
that's how
nipples.
that's how it attached. Hooks to his nipples.
So then, okay, I guess they feel like they need to explain how Weng Weng is tracking the people in this next scene, because he sneaks up behind like a Volkswagen and he just sticks like a little tracking device on it. Then he hides around another car. Right now, cut to the Volkswagen drives to.
By the way,
compound.
I love that the bad guy vehicle is a powdered blue Volkswagen Bug.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
Yeah, it's
Well,
everyone.
these are the henchmen, right? These are the workaday guys.
Well, yeah, it's your dealer's car.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, some of the topper, like some of the like kind of lieutenants or whatever, like, you know, they're in there, man. Like,
yeah.
And there's a part where there's like 6 or 7 people inside.
Oh God!
I was like, how are they all going to fit? Oh, I just love that aspect of it.
Surprisingly spacious, I guess, man. I don't know, but
there you go. It's a good sell. Good selling point.
True. So, the Weng Weng tracks it to this random place, and I love this shit because he climbs this fence. And there's like a weird hole above where the gate is. And while they're filming this.
Oh, yeah, you can see a guy in the background. He had no idea what the fuck was happening.
Yeah. Dude, there's a woman who walks by as he's climbing up, but she keeps going.
Yeah.
She's like a New Yorker. There's the other fucking idiot who's almost blowing the shot by looking up and then stopping. You can still see his umbrella.
He probably thought it was a child. He's like, kid, you're going to get hurt. Like,
Who the fuck put that kid in a white suit and chucked him up over the fence?
Yeah,
what the
dude.
fuck's happening here?
Spider Wang, Spider.
Oh man, so
it's amazing, dude. That drop though is no joke. Like that's
Yeah.
like fucking 10 feet or something, maybe more. And like he just lands right on his little patitas, his little feet.
Mm-hmm. Well, but
those
that's
platform boots.
See, because of the Weng Weng's avian heritage, most of his bones are actually hollow. So he's able to
so he
land.
can get dense and he can get light.
Right, yeah. So
Fuck.
He's a bird.
He's super powered.
well, he's bird related, Tim. That's part of the cloaca thing as well. So.
Oh, so do you think he's actually combs his hair forward because he's trying to cover the 666 and he's actually does have a demonic
holy shit
demonic connection?
He's got like a Hellboy thing going on where he grinds his horns off and he has that fucking bowl cut to cover it.
Hellwang, dude. Damn.
He does. You know what? He could be like a little like a hell imp that like pokes you with a little pitchfork.
That they should have made that. That should have been one of the films he made.
You know what? I just looked. It is Hell Imp right there. That's
Hell Imp. I'd watch that just for that name.
Oh, this man lived a full life. Probably had a family. Hell Imp.
Well, yep. He definitely had a Candice.
Yeah, that's true. We heard from the interview.
Such an asshole.
I like
the satisfied sigh.
It's Sunday.
I was just remembering because I was downstairs sitting there and I had this idea and I floated it by my wife. I was like, "You think it'd be funny if I did like a fake, like a dub over a dude speaking Filipino and pretended it was Weng Weng?" She's like, "Sure."
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. Can you leave now or?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I love it.
So he makes his way into the building, just shooting people the whole fucking way in there.
Yeah,
man. And also, like, for some reason, I have in here he lays down whenever he shoots people. I think it's
makes himself a smaller target, right?
It makes him a smaller target, but I also think it has to do with the gun not just blowing him back 3 feet.
That happens later on, doesn't it?
Gravity, yep.
Yeah. I think that's
like
part
that
of it.
Duck Dodgers game from Super Nintendo. I don't know if you ever played that one, but Staffy Duck, and every time it's actually a mechanic in the game where he shoots and he lands on his ass, and like you have to sometimes you have to fin little tight spots by shooting backwards to get to the It's a really tough game, but it's actually really fun.
Was that one of those Sunsoft?
Yes.
Games? Nice.
Yes, it was a Sunsoft
game. There were some good ones. That Taz Tasmanian Devil one wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, that was a nice little tangent. Hope you all
Yeah.
enjoyed that.
That's the video game segment.
But, just chime in a quick little video game
Podcast,
segment.
Yeah. No, so I have that Weng Weng hides in like some just random hole in the ground. What the
What the
fuck?
fuck? That kind of was looked like a water main would be.
How about the guy just standing over it?
That's a
Right?
weird
Who
move.
does that? Especially if you know you got a ball puncher around. Be
Maybe
careful.
he's
Don't
gonna
fucking-
piss or take a dump, and he's gonna like use that as a bathroom or something.
No,
And
instead
he's
he
like
just
looking around, see if
like,
there's anybody
drop
there.
a load.
Yeah.
God,
Holy shit.
he just starts beating off.
Who stands over a fucking hole like
Yo.
that?
First he
The
takes a dump, and then he starts beating off.
Yeah, Weng Weng looks up. He's like, "Oh, it's bird shit." Nah, that ain't bird shit, Weng Weng.
Philippines have come a long way since the 70s. You know, they're not just dumping in random holes anymore.
So, so yeah, the guy drops like a lit cigarette down there, and Weng Weng like catches it for some reason.
Yeah, but why?
I guess so he doesn't start like a fire, maybe.
Because he doesn't like littering?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, what's down that hole, see?
Well, him. I mean,
That's what Weng Weng should have been one of the Captain Planeteers. That would have been great. He's like,
What
what
would have
would
been his
Wang's
element?
ring? Oh, poison detector.
poison detector / Dixie hat.
Dixie.
Just the stupid hat flying around. The dude's like,
He could just replace the stupid heart kid. I mean, they're both the only token characters. Just switch out one brown kid for the other. There you go. You got a Weng Weng in there.
well, the heart kid could talk to animals. That was the whole thing that Ring did.
That's true. That's true. Oh wait, you know what? There was two people of color. You got Earth, right? That was a
Yeah.
black kid.
He was
Yeah,
African.
yeah. He was
And
out.
then,
He had the accent and everything. Yeah,
And the Wind Broad, she was from.
She was Chinese,
She
I
was
think.
Chinese, yeah.
she was Chinese. That's right. Damn, I haven't thought about that cartoon in a long fucking
And
time.
Captain Planet, nobody knows what the fuck he was. He was blue.
Yeah, he was
With a green mullet.
gay alien. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
awesome. I loved him.
Oh man,
Loved him. Yeah,
So,
dude. Weng Weng.
The Weng Weng
Legendary.
popping up out of the hole, knocks that dude the fuck out. Right, steals. He steals that guy's fucking big machine gun, shoots
Oh,
a
yeah.
guy that's up on top of the building, goes flying back comically.
It was that gun is taller than him. Like that is
Yes.
insane.
All the guns in the beginning of the movie, for like the first 3 minutes of the movie, they had him standing next to all these like M16s. I'm like, are they doing this for scale so we can understand how
Well,
small
then he
he's really
says,
supposed
fuck
to be?
that. You know, get rid of the big gun. And then he pulls out his little pistol. And he adds some fun attachments to it. Like
Oh,
a grenade
yeah.
launcher.
Yeah,
This is when
And
we
it
finally
becomes
get
fully
the
automatic.
Like shred gun, yeah.
yeah. That's when we get the gun from the little was it the device
from
scene?
Blood Debts.
Yeah, from blood.
Yeah,
It's a little gun that can do everything. You know,
yeah. And I like
Never
the-
runs out of bullets.
well,
never not one.
Tim, did you see the magazine on that fucking gun?
It is pretty. Yeah, it is a pretty long magazine.
It was pretty ridiculous.
It's like a fucking ruler coming out of that bitch.
I laughed when I hear thump. And then you see the grenade go launching.
Yeah, I love that shit.
I was like, what?
Sounds like
so
Contra.
good, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So yeah, he's playing around with his fucking custom James Bond gun. And then there's a funny like Bugs Bunny beat too, where he's in a plant and then he pops up and the guys are like, wait a second. They go turn around, go look over there. Then he just comes out from around
Do
the
you
corner.
mean the part where it goes boing?
Yeah, the
when
part
it
where it
pops
goes
up?
boing, 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 boing. Yeah, that Tim.
I do love that he just starts shooting plants. So funny.
Oh yeah, the guy's looking for him. Yeah. It's like,
Well, at this
fuck
point, your henchmen are telling you, yo, his move is he keeps losing us in bushes and shrubs.
Yes.
So you got to be a little bit more on the lookout
manholes.
for him.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm here. And then he kills him.
just start putting some bear traps in all the bushes.
True.
When you're
True.
done.
I mean, you could honestly just, if you just had like a bunch of Yorkies, just teach them how to kill, you can get a Weng Weng.
A bunch of corgis chasing him.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no!
The one thing that's a little bit bad about this movie is like all the kills.
One
the boss
thing?
kill. Well, no, because most of this movie is fucking incredible. It's
It
just,
is.
yeah. But what's a little bit disappointing, how about that, is the boss kills aren't that like drawn out or anything like that. It's like bing, bang, bong, dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of drama or like not a lot of extreme action.
I mean, there's some really good drama right at the end of this movie.
Oh, that's true.
Very
They were like,
Yeah. So we go back to another disco club with a bunch of ladies dancing. Weng Weng pops by and meets Anna. And he says,
how's she doing?
She's okay.
I'm sorry, I had to do it.
Thank you, Candice. Oh, man, we're going to kill Tim. So he's like, hey, how's Mr. Kaiser? And I'm like, who the fuck is Mr. Kaiser?
Second to last boss, right?
They never addressed this person before in this fucking
like I
movie.
said, people just show up with no introduction, including this. It's like, okay, now we're supposed to know who this person is. No idea. It's never been mentioned before.
this is like the old NES games where you just had to read the manual to understand the lore. Like maybe this movie came with a manual when you walked into the theater. They're like, here, read this pamphlet first. You got to understand all these character names.
Right.
Had the Game of Thrones map where they're located in Manila.
How they're
I think
related
it's
to each
more
other.
like shoot, jump, slide, beat this level, boss, go to the next level, do the same thing over
You're
again.
definitely going to want to
get
use
all
the
way
slide
10
and the
levels
dash.
That's what I was saying. It's like this movie is like you're playing Streets of Rage, but you pick the novelty character. You know what I mean?
yeah. You pick the guy with skates.
Yeah. You're like, hey, look, I'm playing the stupid little 2-foot tall guy, everybody. And you're like, that's dumb. His hitbox is good, but he doesn't do any damage.
It's good.
Fucking great, though, man.
It's amazing.
So a drunk guy stumbles over and starts some shit with Weng Weng. Weng Weng just beats his fucking ass, takes Anne back to the room and fucks
Wait,
her.
hold on, Eddie. You're missing. I'm sorry. Hold on.
I'm not missing nothing, Tim.
No, you're missing the fucking patty cake punch that he did.
Oh, I could not stop laughing at the slap fight scene. Yeah.
That was fucking incredible.
Holy
That is some of
shit.
the best shit I've ever seen on film.
He does a couple of them because there's this one and there's another one where he's like mounted a person that's on the ground and he's slapping the shit out of him later on too.
No, this one, he's literally doing patty cake, baker's man.
Yeah, and I love how they're like they sell it, like these actors. They try to sell these hits, and it makes it even better. It makes it even funnier.
And this is the chick that sounds like fucking Katharine Hepburn when she's talking.
Yeah, well, I thought she had like a British accent.
Well, that's Katharine Hepburn. She had like a British, nobody knew what the fuck kind of accent it was, but
She's like,
who's
I
going
owe
to
to
deliver
that.
the line? Who's going to ask
She
that
says-
question?
But are you a sexual creature?
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
sure.
He's a cherry guy?
It's not the size, it's how you use it.
It depends. What moon phase are we in? Weng Weng's genitalia is impacted by the phase of the moon.
Okay.
So,
If I
Thank you.
crystal up my ass, you'll get me
So
going.
she fucking gets fucked out by Weng Weng, dude.
She does.
Yeah, dude.
Loves it too, apparently.
Yeah. So then, but then somebody sneaks in. By the way,
Do you think his ring went off when he got close?
And it starts beeping faster and faster and faster.
He's like, this lady's been places. Weng Weng's gotta go.
he
Don't eat the
waves his
pussy.
hand over the pussy. It starts beeping.
Yeah, poison pussy, gotta go.
Beep, beep, beep. How about a blowjob?
Yeah.
God. She just deep throats him. It like starts at
Just
the
his
leg.
whole body.
Oh my god.
It's like a fucking snake.
Can you imagine
You just
getting
see
a
him in her
foot job and a
stomach.
blow job at the same time?
Holy shit. Oh, that's ultimate. The ultimate blow.
How many of our listeners are little people? I'm really sorry, man. Like,
No, we love you. We're celebrating.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
celebrating
we're
the little
totally-
people community.
yeah.
Yeah, this isn't good for our listeners in Lilliput.
Yeah, all of our listeners in the Lollipop Kingdom are going to be pissed.
Yep. Yeah, the Oompa Loompas in the Wonka factory are just like, Fuck these guys.
We get canceled in
You know
the
what?
little people world.
Fuck the Oompa Loompas. I'll release a vermicious canib on them assholes. They can suck my dick.
Deep pull.
Yeah, thank you. Horrible creatures, those things.
That's what Weng Weng
So,
did in
yeah,
that
he
bedroom.
gets done fucking her. Oh, she also says that sex is like tequila, one shot and you're all messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She knows what she was in for.
He fucks her
She's
hard.
probably in a wheelchair after that.
Yeah.
I do like how they close out the scene where she sort of throws, like, I'm not sure if it's something she's wearing or a blanket or something, but she kind of just throws it toward the camera, and it's just like, in scene.
Yeah.
Sex is happening.
That part really cracked me up, too, because you see Weng Weng, like, open up a shirt, and he gets topless, and when she throws the blanket, he stares straight at the camera.
Yeah.
He's like, are we gonna do it or not? Like, no, sorry, Weng Weng, no.
Weng Weng, this is your 11th movie. You haven't had sex in one of them yet, have you? Oh.
I like the idea that this whole time Weng Weng didn't know he was shooting a film. He actually thought he was strong and could fight. And...
He thought that the jetpack was real at the end.
Yeah, dude.
I got 5 minutes I could do on that fucking jetpack.
There's a scene of this motherfucker on YouTube doing a fucking karate routine in a dojo.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows his fucking shit. He's got the moves down. He's doing the fucking moves.
Oh, yeah.
Like
he's
a kung fu movie.
His hands are very small registered weapons, Tim.
Yeah, dude. Little mighty fists.
Finally, people start noticing that there are dead bodies everywhere and not the corn song. So Weng Weng, he goes to the cafe, has himself a cigarette and a coffee, chilling, right? And then he sees a guy walking by. It's the dude he shot in the arm earlier. So
I didn't even connect that. Okay.
Yeah. So he tails this dude, right? Knocks him down, pulls his arm through a fence, and just starts stomping on the stab wound. You get this blood like oozing out of the guy's
it's one of the
fucking
few
arm.
times we see like actual blood.
Yeah, and it's that Dawn of the Dead blood, too.
Yeah,
this is where I have
saucy.
no fucking way is he overpowering that dude.
This is where you realize that, Candice?
I was going to say, like, wow, that took a little bit, but hey, you're a truck stop, baby.
Yeah, it's pretty overt. That's a good point.
If I get into a fight and somebody's doing a fucking patty cake before they punch me in the face, and I don't win that fight, I deserve to get my ass kicked.
My mom did make a comment. She goes, how embarrassing to lose to him. I was like, Jesus, Mom.
That's what it is. It's that extra pressure. Like, holy shit, no matter what, I can't win.
One of the other facts that we had about Weng Weng is if you lose a fight to Weng Weng and don't get killed, you become Weng Weng.
Oh, that's how. Yeah, he just spreads it.
Yep.
I'm just imagining like all of they just start standing up and then until it fills a football arena. Wang 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 wang.
Well, Eddie, didn't you say that he does procreate asexually, right? So
yeah,
could
that's
be
one
how
way.
he does it.
Yeah.
That's another way you can do it. Man, the transformation. Imagine of shrinking and all your body parts are breaking in.
What if they all morph together to make like an Akira Wang Wang?
Oh my god!
Like a fucked up
Wang.
Benjamin Button.
What if it's like the
become
critters?
the size of a button.
What if it's like the Critters 2 critter ball of Weng Weng?
They just get together and they roll down the street and just start fucking killing everyone.
Yeah, they hinge their neck back and then they open their mouth like those scoop bill birds that fly over the water, and then they just roll in a ball and consume everything in their path.
All the time going wang 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 wang
wang wang wang. Oh God.
So yeah, that's what this movie is about, everybody.
We're almost to the end, y'all.
We're almost there. We're almost
listeners.
There. So yeah, they notice all the dead bodies. He has a smoke and a coffee. He gets this dude's arm wedged in a fence, and he's like, "Man, where's Balto? Where's Balto? Tell me where Balto is." I'm like, "Balto? Are you talking about that Siberian husky that was in the Sled cartoon?
Save That Village."
But yeah, Balto. That was in '95. That was well past this. Balto. Yep. You hack. So the guy finally tells him, I guess, where Balto is, but he's about to. But then he gets shot. It's like, fuck. So Weng Weng loses his lead. And we cut to, now this is the chick I thought you were talking about, Tim. There's the broad Marilyn playing racquetball.
Yeah.
Well, no, this is the police
photographer.
He's like a police photographer. Yeah.
Marilyn, they send to Marilyn.
Yeah.
The introduction line to her, as I have it written down, is, does she do weddings and bar mitzvahs?
Yeah,
because she's taking the pictures of the dead body because she's a police officer who does the crime scene for.
She's a police reporter, was what she said. I was like, the fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't think that translated right.
Something's wrong. But I just have look at the dumper on that. And
she was very honestly. There's a lot of very
nice
attractive women in this film, and she is very, very attractive.
Yeah, she wasn't bad. Hey, if she was working around me, I'd get stiff too. So the bad guys.
Just imagine what that looks like from his view.
Oh God, no kidding, Tim. He goes back to her place to look through some photos, and then somehow the bad guys at random are like, "Hey, you guys remember that police reporter, Marilyn? We should go look at her and see what she's doing." Why?
Why not?
Because movie.
I guess, yeah. So then you see her and Weng Weng walking around, and she's like, "Hey, maybe later we can come back to my place. I'll show you some other photos."
Oh yeah, apparently she
has
borrows confiscated pornos.
Yeah,
that's what she says. Yeah, like that. And then what do you do, lady?
I find it interesting that in a lot of the scenes where he's with a woman, he holds their they hold his hand like he's like a little baby that they're walking in the park or something, like they're at Disneyland.
Oh, do you think legally he's not allowed to go unescorted because it just freaks people out?
That could be. Yeah. It could be.
You got to protect him at all costs.
Yeah, he is a national treasure at this point. That is very true. So. Yeah, I don't get why they're looking for the reporter lady, but whatever, it doesn't matter, right? So
really doesn't.
Then we just, for no reason, we just cut to this scene where Weng Weng's chasing another guy somewhere. Cool. But by this point, Weng Weng has killed, 200 people? I guess.
Oh, is this the part where he goes prone on his back, does like the worm backwards, and punches someone in the nuts that way?
Yeah, he does his own version of the Johnny Cage nut punch.
Yes, he has a lot of variations of nut punching, and that is one of the best ones.
I hope he washes his hands a lot.
Oh, his hands just reek of nuts.
Yeah.
That's what they smell like.
Sometimes busted nuts.
He shakes your hand, then your hand smells like nuts.
It's like, oof, Jesus, my hand smells like a burned eraser.
I'm here to drink a Coke and bust nuts, and my Coke's poisoned.
My
ring told me.
Yeah. According to my ring.
Oh, you better go to the doctor.
We could only afford the gold one. We couldn't get the platinum one. Today detects STDs. No, so like I said, he's killed like 40 dudes. I don't know what the fuck's happening anymore. There was supposed to be a gold robbery. Where's Irma?
I had completely forgotten about the N-bomb at this point.
Yeah, the N-bomb.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I forgot about the guy that got kidnapped.
Dude, that's right. Oh fuck.
We've
guy on Mime Island.
That's like why you say, Daniel, that this movie's a fucking fever dream. You nailed it. It's just like, what the fuck? Why are we doing any of this?
I thought we were done like 4 times.
Whatever. So Weng Weng climbs over a wall for some reason. Remember, he's not tracking anything anymore. He doesn't have his tracker anymore. Right? So he just climbs over a wall and just for some reason, there are these 3 dudes with swords that come after him.
You mean the pirates?
Yeah.
They dress up like pirates, man.
Yeah, I guess they decided to be like, hey, we haven't had swords, a lot of gunplay here. Let's take a guy who notoriously just shoots people and see if he wants to switch to sword. Let's switch to blade for no reason at all.
They're like, but we're going to have one really little sword.
That's what I put.
Yeah, they get a little dagger.
His custom-made little person katana.
Yeah, it is very cute.
It's the bottom one on those sets that you see in the flea market.
Is it the wakazashis that are like the shorter ones?
The wakazashis
this is smaller than that.
Giant. The tontos are the short ones.
That's the one I'm thinking of then. Yeah. It's even smaller than that.
Yeah, this thing's fucking itty-bitty. So cute seeing him with it, just like stabbing people. And the guy that's behind him when he does the stab.
Yeah, they can't parry his blows.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, so he just fucking kills 100 people with a sword. Gets to the last guy, he like backs him into a corner, uses his little tonto to bang the sword out of the guy's hand. It's like, where is Mr. Giant or whatever? Because I don't know. Like, all right, fine, and then kills him anyway.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, this guy is just
He's not fucking around now for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, they got his what's her name? Emma? No.
Irma.
Oh, Marilyn.
Irma. There you go.
Yeah, what happened to Marilyn?
Wait. Did they
Marilyn just disappears
Dude,
at some point.
Fuck Irma, man. The chick that's stealing porn from the cops, I'm hanging out with her.
Yeah.
Do you think she has one called Clam Strip?
Oh yeah, got it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Back then, dude, they had some of the most fun titles for porn. Oh my god,
They really did.
so he catches a cab, and the cab driver runs out of gas. And he's like, "Hey, what's the big deal? Why are you dropping me off over here?" So, I'm sorry. I ran
I think
out
it's
of
a
gas.
setup. I don't think he ran out of gas for real.
And then
And that's when he says, "But my poor little feet."
yeah, I can't walk that far. My feet are tiny.
Yeah, bastard.
It's like, look, dude, suck it up. I don't know what to tell you. Then just another broad pulls up in a car and picks him up.
Yep.
Yeah, women love him.
Drives him to an abandoned dirt parking lot. And I just wrote down, Candice, did you guys go camping there and start a bonfire?
God damn it.
I was thinking that when after she kisses him for no reason, and
You thought of me?
No. I was thinking like, because I think it's like three men just kind of come out of the woods out of nowhere, and they're like, "Don't ask what we were doing back there."
Yeah, because they're just hanging out there for no reason. And then I love Weng Weng's move too. He runs and just like to this really tall grass, but then I thought it would have been funny if you cut back to the other guys and it's just grass that he's running through.
Yeah. My mom said, she's like, yeah, and you thought it was hard to catch him in the city. Try catching this motherfucker in a field.
He just falls down a fucking gopher hole. Oh man, and he's just down
And he
there.
uses his little sword to fight off the king of the rats.
You know what? I'd deal with like a Lemmy Wink style Weng Weng movie, like a high fantasy, like Willow, but really crappy.
Yeah.
I'd totally watch that myself. That would be fantastic. I want to see him ride a dragon.
No, instead what we get is he Stand By Me's a couple of people.
Yes.
He runs onto this train track, bridge like area. Train comes flying by. He ducks into the side, leaps off, and I just have he would die.
Oh yeah, all his bones would be broken. All those little bitty bones.
If he jumped, he would shatter as he hit the water, and then like a goose would eat him. He'd be a goose
In one
meal
bite.
real quick.
In one swallow.
Yeah, but then he loses them, right? So we cut back to Irma just getting the shit slapped out of her by Mr. Kaiser.
Oh, and he warns her not to use bad language or she's going to get worse than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very curious because the scene opens up with him saying something like that, and I was like, I wonder what she called him.
Maybe she dropped an N-bomb.
Oh, shit.
Oh, she's commenting on his fro.
She saw his fro, dropped an N-bomb, and he slapped her. Like, don't go wasting those. We can't afford them. I got to go rob a fucking gold place to drop
God
them.
damn it, now I got to get more supplies.
And Fat Guy's there too. The guy that the guy that has the N-bomb, or where he knows where it's at or something.
Dr.
The doctor.
Kaiser.
Dr.
Or,
Kaiser,
no,
yes.
Kohler. That's right. Kaiser's
Dr.
the
Kohler.
bad guy.
Oh, yeah. Well, he
Dr.
knows how
Toilet.
to use it, right? Or build it. That's why why do they need that guy?
I don't know, Tim.
They're going to buy it.
Yeah,
What, they can't afford the instructions?
Yeah, those cost too much. You know, they're not written in Filipino, so they can't read them.
Tagalog. Or Tagalog.
Goddamn Atari.
What's it called?
Tagalog.
Tagalongs are cookies.
Tagalong, yeah, that's cookies.
I always mispronounce it at first.
Yeah,
So
well, it's not something we say too often. So
Mr. Kaiser tells Bobby, he's like, all right, take the girl to go meet Mr. Giant. He's like, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah,
I was
Joe
like, oh,
Lucky
here we
Day.
go.
Yeah.
We're going to meet Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
No, we meet an infinity mirror again.
Damn.
And he tells him, all right, lock her up overnight with some other dude I'd have never heard of. but it turns out that's the doctor from the beginning.
Yeah.
Says, lock her up overnight, then feed her to sharks inch by inch.
That's going to be hard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they
Sharks are
don't
usually in a
take
frenzy.
small bites.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna really piss off that shark just teasing him like that.
Yeah, I said.
Oh, pull like a deep blue sea, it like bursts through and takes off his arm too.
Yeah,
I said it's a good thing they didn't do that to Weng Weng, because then the movie'd be even shorter. So Weng Weng busts in, shoots a dude, then checks himself out in the mirror because he's wearing that fucking Dixie hat.
he's looking good.
Got to make sure he's got that. He's got the bowl cut. He's rocking.
Yeah, looks like a used car salesman.
He does.
He looks like the guy that stands on the trophy for best used car salesman. So, he slides down the fucking stair rail too. That was an adorable scene. And just shoots a dude, slides down the floor under a table, runs out of ammo again. This guy keeps running out of fucking ammo. So
That's his MO.
Now it's him
Damn
and
it.
Damn, Daniel.
So now we're down to him and Mr. Kaiser. He's like the like a Bobo in Double Dragon. He's like one of the mini bosses.
Yeah,
But it's
he's the Abobo.
No, we're not going to get to the mini boss yet.
Yeah.
Well, I know. How about a video game that's just too many bosses instead?
So no, he chucks the razor hat at him and then pilots it into his throat. By the way, just kills him.
Love
Great.
It looks so tiny when it's in his throat.
Then Weng Weng runs up and grabs the hat, does the little like Michael Jackson move from the Bad video to put it back on. You know,
Yeah, he like
flips
rolls it.
around real quick. It's pretty sweet. Shoots like 90 more guys, and then he finds a briefcase full of crime papers and evil papers and a map.
What's on the map?
Well, an island, Tim.
What kind
A
of
hidden island.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hidden.
And I
because-
must ask, is this where the Hidden Valley is?
I think so.
Oh, wow. Reading?
Yeah,
Candice?
writing joke. Go.
Reading. No,
The
I
Reading
just-
ones never work. Trust me. That's why I stopped doing it.
I'm like, why would you label the hidden island? It's not
True.
hidden anymore.
Bad idea.
Then I just have, oh yeah, that's the doctor from before. I forgot about him.
Yep.
They beat his ass, toss Irma in with him.
It looks like he was like a chimney sweep or something because his face is all ashy for no reason.
Yeah, what happened to him?
I don't know. Like bruising doesn't make your face look like someone dusted you with ash.
No.
But whatever. It
Do you
was
think
weird.
they did that so they could drop N-bombs?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
That's the secret. Blackface is the secret to dropping N-bombs.
And he
Candace.
was, that was the prototype.
That was their Mark 1 of being able to drop an N-bomb. We'll get a fat guy and we'll paint his face black. All right, now try it. It didn't work. So I just have then Weng Weng just like returns back to the office and gives the dude the documents. And the guy's like, all right, well, how are we going to get you to this island? Oh, hey, we got this jetpack that we made your size for some reason.
Well, I mean, it saves money, right? Costs more
Yeah,
to build
everything's-
a real size one.
You think
They
that's
saved so much money on his suits, dude. It's crazy.
so it's like the reverse of the Armageddon, where it's like it's easier to get drillers and teach them how to be astronauts. They're like, look, we don't have a lot of money. We could save money on materials for all the super suits and shit if we just get a little person super spy.
Yes.
So we'll get a little person, train him to be a super spy, and save money on the back end on all of his merchandise.
Exactly.
Genius. They gave the guy a promotion.
You know what? That's a good move. So
Just think of the money you save on watch bands.
So, Tim, this looks like you were working in the prop department. They take like 2 old fire extinguishers. And they bend like a storm drain around
Yeah,
it.
some bars that were like bent around, right? I think there's like some kind of safety belt on it too.
Yeah. They take a safety belt out of a busted Volkswagen. They wrap that around it. Then they take a couple of tubes from a vacuum and put that on there. And my favorite, the piece de resistance of this fucking thing, a model like toy rocket
Yeah.
Like space shuttle toy rocket. So this
And it's like they just light a firecracker under him.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
And then he's flying.
They light a firecracker, and the actor looks fucking panicked.
I would be too, yeah.
Terrified.
You think they got that in one take? I don't think so.
I think they worked with what they could, because there's a point where he's going sideways.
They just have, like, wires, and they just, like, have him in this rig, and they're just swinging him around over this river.
It looks like they used the guy who later would go on to rig up Owen Hart's unit. There's
Weng Weng would have lived in that scenario because he's catchable.
That's true, yeah.
Ain't no one catching Owen Hart. They're like, well, he's gone.
Well, he's dead.
Get out of the way.
We still got Jim the Anvil, right? That'd be
That's true. We got the other one.
He's off fucking stealing the loaves of bread. Jim the Anvil Neidhart famously did a lot of crack. So,
okay.
Oh man,
everyone's got to have a hobby.
Sure, yeah. I mean, you got to do something. So he gets to the island, radios for backup, sneaks in, and then he meets Mr. Giant, and the reveal for Mr. Giant.
I have written down, oh no.
I put, oh yes.
What did your mom think of Mr. Giant?
She was like, I wish he was smaller.
No, you got to give Weng Weng something,
formidable,
like a Mr. T, right? A Dolph Lundgren, Drago.
Right. So he's like the what's his Tony Zeus Lister of little people. He's like Debo from Friday of Little People.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's a big little person.
Mr. Giant is, and as I wrote it down, the biggest little person I've ever seen.
Yeah. And he's got the same platform boots, kind of. Like he's definitely got added a couple, like 3 inches to his height. So,
they're like,
when he's
punching.
And he's got the fucking head of a goddamn cinder block, too. Let me tell you, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But he's dressed to the nines, though. They're both very finely dressed.
Well, he's the boss. So.
Yeah, he's the boss. He's supposed to look good.
And I love just a nice, well choreographed fight for like 10 seconds and then them rolling on the ground.
When they started rolling on the ground, I just wanted to, I hope the ADR would just put in little squeaks and
it's like watching puppies fight.
To be fair, though, it's what you want, right? You don't want the big over the top set piece with these two. You want them rolling on the ground, just beating the piss out of each other. And it's exactly what you get.
Yeah, it's fun. I had a good time with it. But like Tim said, it does end pretty quickly and very like, I don't know. It wasn't as exciting as I thought it was.
Put these guys in a maze of mirrors, like Enter the Dragon, something like that, right?
Fun, a little fun house.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Oh, they just stand in front of those mirrors and they look tall while they're fighting.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You take them onto the set of like where they're going to have a dude dressed like Godzilla stomp all over.
I was just about to say that. Put him on a miniature set.
I would fucking love that. Oh my god. This movie makes me very happy.
Because you're imagining what it could have been.
Well, yeah, but like even then, it just puts the happy thoughts in my head, Candice. So, Weng Weng gets the upper hand, slaps Mr. Giant's ass, double jump kicks him, and then shoots the fuck out of him. Just dead. Then the reinforcements show up and storm the place. And I'm like, because this is just a montage, effectively, of like a dude with a machine gun, 4 or 5 guys in a goofy matching shirt and red beret.
I have written down, it's the mime army.
Yeah. It's like the shittiest guardian angels, right?
Yeah. Also the guardian angels.
Like 4, it's like 4 of them pop up and they all get shot dead by one guy, fall down again, reset, do it again, over and over. It
goes on for like 3.5, 4 minutes, right?
But there are a couple of decent kills. You get the guy that gets shot on the pool slide.
Oh, yeah. And then all the other people, that pool should be filled up because I counted at least like 12 people got shot and fell into that pool.
Yeah, that pool is fucking blood red at this time, man. I mean, it's crazy.
Full of fucking extras piss. That's what it's full of.
Yeah. Then I just have they're running away, trying to get the fuck out of there. Irma gets shot.
My God.
So close. So
close to freedom. Weng Weng.
She was showing off. Her pride came before her fall.
Weng Weng may have broken a lot of balls, but in the end, they broke his heart.
Yeah, because he freaks. He runs out.
Okay, by saying freaks, he looks mildly bored.
He Todd Brownings all the way over. And, with her dying breath, she says, "Mission accomplished." It's very emotional. Weng Weng almost acts.
By accident.
And then we have what might be my favorite scene in the movie, which is a morose little person. I'm not going to, even though that word has better alliteration, I've been told it's like the N-bomb for little people. A morose Weng Weng, I guess, standing in front of her grave.
Mm-hmm. But it's not the name that we've known her by.
But I'm like, he's blocking out the first name, right? And I'm like, okay, that's cool, right? The prop department didn't have time to make a tomb or whatever. So they just have him blocking the first name, right?
Yeah.
But then he just turns around and walks away, and it's just the wrong name.
Weng Weng can't
Did you
read.
get the family's permission to use their fucking very elaborate big headstone?
Oh, no. They got no permission. That's why you saw the dude walking down the street being like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is very guerrilla style, just slap and dash, quick and dirty.
Yeah. And that's it, folks. That's For Your Height Only. So, Tim, what do you think, buddy? Would you suggest people check out some Weng
yes.
Weng?
You don't even have to finish that sentence. Yes, highly recommend this movie. It was a fucking blast to watch.
Okay. What about you, Daniel?
I definitely highly recommend it, but I do think you should keep in mind that it's important you watch this with either another person or a group of people. If you got
Or
a
a little
party going
person.
on. Yeah, definitely watch it with a little person, make it real weird. And have a good time with it. It doesn't even, you don't even have to know the little person. Just find them, pick them up,
Yeah,
Hey, you want to watch a movie with me?
Yep. Put them in a bag.
Just say,
And they're desperate for friendship, so, they'll
just
agree.
Go find a little person, grab them, say it's Weng Weng time, and drag them off.
Yep. They'll understand what you're
They'll
doing.
get
Like this isn't the first Weng Weng bagging they've had. So, yeah, it'll be fun.
You got Wang Hide.
Yeah. Yeah, go Wang Hai out there and have a good time.
Oh, man. Candice, what about you? What do you think?
The same thing as Daniel. Don't watch it by yourself.
No.
Definitely watch it with a group of friends. Get drunk, get rowdy, get high, and watch it.
This is going to have to be, not this one because we just covered it, but I'm going to have to stream some Weng Weng movies to the Discord.
No one wants to see your Weng Weng.
Stream my Wang? Yeah.
No, that's for Twitch.
Put that up on Twitch? That'd be good. Get banned immediately.
Bloody Bits only fans should just be nothing but Wang Wang's Wang.
It'll just be me. Like, I don't know how to paint or sculpt or any of that, but I should learn just so I can do like oil paintings of a naked Weng Weng or
yeah, dude.
Oh, really catch the greasiness of a skin.
Yep.
Yeah, he's called a petite potato at one point in this film, and
she says you little potato face or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
She doesn't say that.
She says that it's in the movie.
She says, "You're such a tiny little guy." She says, "You're such a tiny little guy, though. Very petite, like a potato."
I want to see there's a clip I saw of him being attacked by a child molester in one of these movies. I feel like I've got to find out what the context is for it.
I feel like that's a missed opportunity for this guy.
Yeah.
The ultimate
Weng
to catch predator.
Weng Weng versus the church.
You think Weng Weng was the
He
special?
just beats the shit out of the fucking assholes when they show up, right?
No, yeah. I think Weng Weng was the special operative that killed
Osama bin Laden.
He's gonna say
Epstein, not Bin Laden. Candice.
Yeah. They physically put him in a gun and shot him at his heart.
He burrowed through the tunnels. That's how they found him.
Yeah.
We've shown that he can move underground.
So, I mean...
Yeah, they used Weng Weng to get people out of the 9/11 rubble. Like, he just like...
like a mole rat scurrying around.
He used him to rescue those kids in Thailand that got caught in the fucking.
There should be a Weng Weng cartoon where he corrects all these horrible atrocities through
Like
his
that
heroic.
Mr. T cartoon, but with Weng
Yes.
Weng. Oh, I would love that to death.
That'd be
dude.
great.
That'd be the fucking best. He's got to have an eagle or something that he talks to.
Fuck yeah, he rides.
And that's how
carries
he
him
gets
everywhere.
around. Yeah.
No, he doesn't ride on his back. It just carries him.
Yeah, dude.
So he's dangling. His legs are dangling the whole time.
Oh, like the umbrella scene.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Tim.
Yeah, especially when the eagle's like, oh, yeah, all right, I got you.
So if you didn't know my opinion, my face hurts from smiling. Just thinking about Weng Weng, talking about it, like, you have to see it. Don't, like everybody's saying, though, don't just watch it alone. It's not one of those kinds of movies. It's, fuck, is it fun, though? So that's
Super
it.
fun.
That's the movie. Daniel, buddy, thank you so much for joining us today. If people want to check out more of you,
I think they would like to not do it, but if you happen to, for those two people that are listening to this episode that want to know more, I am the host.
Twice what we usually get, so that's optimistic.
I'm
At least
the
you
host.
didn't say regular sized people.
We all regular
people
humans
listening.
out there. I'm the host of the Moustachioed Podcastio, and you can find it, wherever you find podcasts. And I think the most recent episode at the time of this recording is I just released Midnight from 1939. Yeah, great film. So that's what I like about the podcast. We do a lot of different genres, a lot of different time periods. So it's really cool to be able to visit some of those 30s films and feel incredibly inept because they think that it's about rich people, and I'm like, I have no idea what they're doing. So it's a learning experience. Come learn with me.
Tell you what the real time period is: the amount of time in between your episodes.
I like to give people a chance to listen to their other favorite podcasts.
Tim's just doing a tight five on Daniel here, I guess. All right, buddy. Well, Tim, since you're chiming in, what about you? What do you want people to pay attention to on the internet?
No, just as always, our podcast. Listen to Daniel's podcast. Listen to the Grind Bin, and give us all 5 stars. All right, 15 stars across the board.
Yeah, you can afford it.
If you don't want to join the Patreon and get access to the blood bank, with more movies than fucking Tubi almost now, huh?
You can.
Are we closing?
We got to be closing in on Tubi. With the number we got, man, it's ridiculous. So, what about you, Candice?
Just the same as always. At HorrorHoochie69 on Instagram and Twitter.
And you can follow Tim at Yobo Gold. You can follow me at Eddie the Axe or at Bloody Bits. And if you want more of this, go to patreon.com/Bloody Bits. Get access to our bonus episodes. Get access to the Blood Bank with now 5,787 movies.
Aye, puppy.
Yeah. So
That's
we're
probably in the blood bank.
Yeah, so we're double Netflix right now for movie content. What's some of the recent things we've added here? We've got My Bloody Banjo from 2018.
I used it to watch Demon Knight and Friday the 13th Part 2.
Both
Love
fantastic movies.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Zombie Island Massacre with Tim, you're gonna like this one. 1984. Looks like we got a redhead on the cover.
Oh.
Yeah, you got Tom Fitzsimmons in it.
Oh, Tom Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, that's a big
redhead on the cover.
It's a big pull. So tons of stuff. Oh, then there's one called White Slaves of K-Town. That's probably good.
White Slaves of K-Town.
Yeah,
When I
Tim.
hear that, I think of Koreatown.
No, Koreatown. Oh, Tim. Came out in 2017. Andy Dick is in it.
Oh, no.
Oh,
The only thing that he's good in is jail.
Yeah. So take a look at that one again. The Blood Bank. Get access to our server with all the movies, all the TV shows. Patreon.com/Bloody Bits. And yeah, I guess then for me, Tim, Candice, and Daniel, thank you for listening. And this is how we end it. I'll cut the Weng Weng rap in at the end. That'll be fun.
Sweet.